Hello everybody, how are you doing? That was... What an uninspiring intro that was. How are you doing? That's the best I could come up with at short notice, everybody. But I hope you're well. And OG is already in the chat going off. Where am I, Auntie M? We're in New Zealand again. Yes, we are indeed. We are indeed. We're in OnAir, Airline Manager, everybody. Carrying on from our... live stream from yesterday. So this is 2 days in a row with a live stream. I'm going to need to take a month off after this. It's been pretty hardcore, to be fair. But anyway, hope you're all well. Up the top, you'll see we're going from NZOM to NZFI. That is not correct. It is actually NZBL, which is... if you look at the screen at the moment, over the top right-hand corner right here, NZBL to NZFI, that's where we're actually going. But on my Fly Live app, it doesn't recognise, actually. Doesn't recognise NZBL, unfortunately. Hold on, what's happening here? Hold on, I'm just readjusting my... overlay right there because it's always a nightmare. Always a nightmare. Anyway, hope you're all well. What we're going to look to do today, everybody, is we're going to continue our Thunder career. Now, since I streamed yesterday, I have done 2 flights. You'll remember when I flew from Hanmer Springs up to, or Hanmer Springs, I should say, up to Motueka, which I had to change the settings so I could actually see the airport. Halfway through that flight, I changed it from live weather to a presetting, and then it basically it did not like that at all. So I reflew that flight today, and then I flew from Motueka across to where we are right now, which is Campbell's. What's the name of it? Campbell's Bay, I think it is. And that's the flight we're going to do right now. So I'll chuck up the flight tracking page right here. We will be flying in the daytime, by the way. But so what I'm going to look to do, it's going to be a relatively short stream tonight, everybody. But we're going to knock out Cape Campbell Airstrip. And this is a cool looking airstrip, I've got to say. I've never flown in here, ever. I did not even know that it exists. I mean, obviously my overlay doesn't know it exists either. But let's go ahead and go start tracking. In the background, you can see that it's...
will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
There we go. Excuse me while I just choke in the background. So what we've... See, this really annoys me. If you start on the runway and on air, which I hardly ever do, but there's no option to start at the gate at this airport. But if you... As you can see, it said I started with the beacon off. Well, the beacon is definitely on. Look at it. You can see it right there. That is so annoying. Anyway. So even though up the top there you can see that we're... it says that we're departing from NZOM. We're actually departing from NZBL, but it doesn't make too much of a difference because the distance to go is still correct. So we'll just go with that. Anyway, so what we're going to do here, everybody, is actually one thing I'm going to show you. We are in our ARD. Oh, gee, it's... Oh, man. It's overwritten, unfortunately, on the tail there, but that's my fault. I forgot to change that. But we're in the Ardmore Flying School colours right here. So I'm glad to be able to fly these colours right here. So that's from Ardmore Airport, NZAR. And as I said last night, Ard Air, which I fly in FS Economy, is named after Ardmore because that's the first FBO that I ever bought in FS Economy. So that's where I got that from. Anyway, OG, how you going, mate? Hope you are well. Hope everyone is well. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining. We're going to start flying very, very soon. It's been a massive day, by the way. A lot of sport going on. So once again, I'm having a couple of quiet beers. And what I've done is I've actually gone ahead and enabled the notification signs here for airstrips or airports, basically. Because as you saw last night, when I was trying to land on that grass airport in the dark, I couldn't even see it. So I've got this little notification coming up, and that just makes it just a little bit easier to find where we're going. So anyway, here we go. We're in the cockpit. Everything's good to go. Let's go across to full power. Let's turn off the parking brake. And this is the airstrip that you're looking at right here, everybody. I'm not even joking. It's pretty rough and ready. So we'll just get our speed up here. It's not the longest airstrip you've ever seen. A little bit of back pressure right here. And away we go. We are airborne. So we're going to look to trim out to 80 knots, there or thereabouts. I'm not going to turn too early to the right hand side there, because as you can see, there's hills. Hold on, Mace, come on, trim it out. You got to trim a little bit lower than that. But it's looking good. So I've been doing a bit of work in the background just flying this aircraft. This is the steam gauge Cessna 172 default aircraft. I actually think it's pretty decent, to be honest. It's pretty decent. I mean, there's a few bits that aren't that interactive, but overall, I'm actually pretty happy with this aircraft for a default aircraft. So I'm just going to keep flying out on this heading. And what we're going to do is, let's go ahead and set our north odd. So let's go, we're going to fly at 5,000 feet. We might adjust this. We'll throw on the AP. The vertical speed's going to be 600, and let's go ahead and enable nav. That means it's going to follow our GPS. So let's just jump outside here. Oh, mate, I always forget the blimmin' flaps, because I'd never take off with flaps in this aircraft. Or very rarely I would. So we are up and running, everybody. And it is looking look at this here. Let me get rid of that cursor. Look at that little airstrip right on the corner of the northeastern tip of the South Island in New Zealand, but it's looking absolutely sensational. Oh man, I completely forgot to take that tail number off. Anyway, we'll get through that. It is looking absolutely sensational right here, everybody. So let's just grab our hold on, let's just make sure that I've got everything going on here. It's going to fly right back over the top of this airstrip right here, and we're going to have to pull a little bit of mixture here. It's very, very sensitive on the mixture. Okay, what I'm going to do is let's just grab this right here and take a look at what we're heading for here. We're going to be departing from this, like I said, the northeastern part of the South Island right here, flying up through the middle of the North Island up here into Fielding. So once we get over these, actually I probably could get away with 3,500 feet, but we'll pump it up to 5,000 just to be safe. But right over the southern part of the North Island, Wellington, the capital of New Zealand, up to Fielding. And that's Feilding, by the way. It's a trick for young players. But it's great to have you on board, everybody. Thank you for joining the stream. This could get a little bit ugly because procedures are kind of optional at times on my live stream, as you guys know who follow me. Okay, so yeah, I finally figured out the autopilot, so I'm not getting, I mean, at 100 knots, this is ridiculous right here in terms of climbing. Way too fast. But let's go ahead and just up that to 700 feet, but we'll just have to monitor it. Anyway, if you are new to the stream, please come along and say hello in the comments. It would be great to hear from you. Hopefully everyone can actually hear what I'm saying. It's always a big worry of mine. Let's just double check over here. Figured out it is working. That's good. OG says, no other news to report other than reheating pizza. Be right back and have some beers going. Good. Good to hear, everybody. Good to hear. Don't land on the grass at Fielding. It's covered in sheep. Loza. Welcome, Loza. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I'm climbing at 100 knots. So we'll just forget that that's actually happening right now. And I have got the notification going on right there in the background so you can see the airstrips. And that's going to help from a viewer point of view. But also if we're landing in the dark, we're going to be able to know where we're going. And we're sitting here in the Cessna 172, Ardmore colours. And I love this. It is awesome. And this is the Cook Strait in New Zealand right here, everybody. It's been a pretty massive day today, to be fair. Over here in New Zealand, we had a rugby test match. New Zealand absolutely caned the Aussies, which is always good. And then followed by the Bathurst 1000, which is a motor racer Mount Panorama V8 supercar. So I've been checking that out. So it's been a pretty full-on sports watching afternoon, to be fair. Matthias, how you going? Nice stream. Hey, thank you. You can see it all good. Thank you. Metal Moss says, hi, Kiwi. Just watch your Neofly vid. Thank you very much. Hey, Metal, welcome to the live stream. I appreciate it. Thanks for jumping on board. All I would say is don't expect 100% accuracy when I fly. I make it up as I go sometimes. OG says, hold on. Should I read it first or should I just go straight out and read it? Let's go for it. Audio is good. Spam the social media. Yes, thank you, mate. He spammed the social media. Also, others in stream take the stream URL and spam away. Invite to friends. Make the channel grow. It all helps. Thank you, mate. I do appreciate your support. That is absolutely sensational. The channel has been going really good, by the way, everybody. It's actually been going absolutely sensational. For me, at least. I mean, compared to big channels, it's not amazing. But for me, I am really, really happy. Let's just jump over here. Man, that thing really hacks me off. The tail number. Let's just jump up over here so we can see where we're going. So yeah, with the channel, I sort of took a couple of years. Yes, not joking. It took me 3 years and 7 months to get 1,000 subscribers. I'm not even joking. 3 years and 7 months, and I started off mainly streaming sports videos, Major League Baseball. MLB The Show, that sort of stuff, which was a lot of fun. Let me just pull this back again. Let's get a few more revs in here, everybody. How we're looking. We're back to 80. Let's just bang it to 600 feet. I'll just look out the window. 3,700, yeah. So it was about a year ago that I hit 1,000 subs, actually, everybody. And then since then, I've sort of niched down the channel a bit where I'm mainly flight simulator now. And since the advent of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and particularly my OnAir videos, my Flight Sim economy videos, and Neofly and stuff like that, and just generally Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 videos, it's just really taken off, and it's gone from like 1,300 subscribers, spit it out, to just over 6,000 in the space of basically 2 months. And so it's been very, very exciting from a content creating point of view. And it's been thoroughly enjoyable, I've got to say. So thank you for your support. And the likes of OG. And we're starting to build quite a consistent live stream audience too. I generally stream at first thing on a Saturday morning New Zealand time, which is actually is like 1800 GMT on a Friday night, there or thereabouts. But this weekend it's thrown into a bit of disarray, so I'm streaming twice, which is a little bit unique. But yeah, love the streams. We've been getting consistently around sort of 70 to 100 viewers, which is just really, really sensational. I really appreciate it. And the videos have generally been getting sort of 2,000 to 5,000 views. I've got a couple up over 40,000, one over 60,000, and that's just, I tell you what, from someone who sometimes for, the space of a year, if I got over 50, I was really, really stoked. It just shows if you just keep at it, you can get there. So I'm really enjoying doing this right now. So we're up to 5,000 feet, everybody. We're going to stick to this in the meantime. We're just going to pull this mixture back to about 50. That's close enough. Let's get back fully in the green. About 2450 revs is good for me. And we're looking good. So yeah, thank you to everybody that's been supporting the stream. There's not a lot to look at right now. Sorry, everybody. It's over the Cook Strait. Not a lot to look at. So let's just go for that. But thank you. I do appreciate the support. It's been really, really fantastic. Seems like everyone's sort of getting into the vids, and I've found that doing the tutorial vids and stuff like that. Okay, OG, hey, thank you, mate. Thank you for that. Yeah, there's a few things I do need to sort out now that, because honestly, I suppose from a YouTube point of view, I honestly was just producing videos because I enjoyed doing it. That's simple as that. There was no real, I never thought that I would get to a point where I could, even get to 5,000 subs, to be honest. Subs aren't the big thing, by the way. Views and time that people watch your videos are probably more important, but subs are a good indicator of that people like your content. I'm sorry, I'm moving all around the place right here. But yeah, in the last couple of months I've really had to start thinking about, okay, what do I do here? One thing I do want to do is get a Discord channel set up so people can jump in and say hello. It's very much a part-time thing for me. I've got a full-time job, which is actually really full on. So that's why I can't pump out videos every day. There's just no way I can do that. Also with family and stuff like that. So, but that's all good. Managed to be able to put enough out to, you know, hopefully enough to keep people happy. And in the last couple of weeks, it's sort of been 2 or 3 videos a week. And that's probably my sweet spot at the moment. Just, you know, and I've certainly noticed a downtick in terms of views, but I mean, at the end of the day, you just got to do what you can do. It's not your fault. A lot of the plane systems just aren't working. Yeah, a lot of the plane systems aren't working. There's no doubt about that. But anyway, yeah, it's been bloody good fun. Good fun streaming a bit of Flight Sim 2020. OnAir seems to be taking off, which has been great. Flights FS Economy is great for people. NeoFly has been a really great addition. And I've got a couple others up my sleeve that I'm going to be streaming and putting videos out in the next few days. Okay, yeah, mate. Hey, thanks, OG. I will check that out. I'll check it out tomorrow. It's because it's like 8:40, 20 to 9 here, New Zealand time. So I'll look at it. I'll look at it tomorrow, and then yeah, I'll respond back to you. But I do appreciate it. That would be absolutely sensational. I appreciate your help. Let me check email one here. Yeah, it's just those sort of things that it's just really good. Cool. Okay, cool. I'll come back to you, OG, man. Thank you. I'll come back to you. Thank you. Any thoughts on doing VATSIM? Yeah, I can do VATSIM. I used to fly quite a bit of VATSIM back in the day. When I say quite a bit, I've done about, what, 300 or 400 hours of VATSIM, there or thereabouts. So I'm not an expert or anything like that. And it's been a while since I've really done it. But yeah, I'll definitely do it. Morning, John O'Pono. Welcome back, mate. Good to see you. Lots says, I understand the working thing. I find I have little time even to fly in the sim. Yeah, that's the thing. And that's what I find... you know, that's why my whole goal is just produce videos that I enjoy doing. And from time to time you sort of almost feel obligated to get them out, and I just don't want to do that. Because, I mean, obviously if it became a full-time job, yeah, obviously, I'd have no problem doing that. It would be an absolute dream. But I'm not at that stage anywhere near that, you know, to be able to replace my existing job. But, you know, to be able to, you know, sometimes you do feel that obligation to get them out, but I just decided that if I feel like taking 3 or 4 days off, I do. I just don't, you know, I just don't worry about it too much. At the same time, you know, as a creator, you have that drive to get as many out as you can and get people engaged, and it's, you know, it's a real high when you see those videos that really take off. It's really fantastic. So, you know, and I just really love, you know, I generally what happens is I am going to be doing these flights anyway. So why not record them and put a bit of commentary behind them? On the whole, usually the videos don't take too much editing because I don't need to script anything. I never script anything, in fact. The most scripting I ever do is I might write down 3 or 4 bullet points and then just talk to it. So that's quite good. I don't have to do any of that. But it usually, you know, editing usually doesn't take too long. It just depends on what what video I'm doing, but it's a heck of a lot of fun. It's a great, it's really enjoyable, and like I say, to have, you know, what's happened in the last couple of months has just been, it's been a heck of a lot of fun, I tell you. And to have people, you know, the regulars jumping onto the stream has just been so fantastic. 6x9 is on. Hey, welcome back, mate. Even all looks like you're attempting that Trans-Tasman flight in the Cessna. You can actually fly Trans-Tasman in a Cessna. You can fly from, I think it's Brisbane you start off at, and you go to Lord Howe Island and then across to somewhere in New Zealand. But you're really testing the limits in terms of fuel efficiency, there's no doubt. OG says, to start 1 video a week's fine, moving to 2, 3. Yeah, ECO, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it, yeah. I'm hearing you, OG. That's it. But like I say, I mean, like in the like up until like literally, it took me nearly 4 years to get 1,000 subscribers, and I never worried about it because I think if you do it for the right reasons, you do it just because you enjoy it, then I think hopefully that comes through. You know, and one thing I do a lot of is tutorials, which I really enjoy doing, and people seem to engage with those. So it's just about doing what you enjoy, and then that way it sort of hopefully comes through as authentic in terms that you enjoy doing it. I love streaming; it's really fantastic. Actually, streaming's fantastic. I love engaging with everyone. Yeah, hey, thanks, Jono. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, it's not me. It's obviously everyone who's supported me has been great. NH6 Central just subscribed. Thank you. Remember, costs nothing at all to subscribe, except just a little bit of self-respect. Who's not willing to give up some of that, let's be honest. He may be watching, or he may just have subscribed separately watching my YouTube videos. Let's get back in here. It always does this to the roof, by the way, for some reason. Let's just check out what's happening here and make sure everything's looking good. We're in the green. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Jono Pono has subscribed. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. That is awesome. Thank you so much. You see those? See, there's a few things. Like, see how pixelated those clouds are right there that just went past? That's one issue that they do need to address in the sim. Oh, you are watching in NH6 Central. Thank you. Great to have you on board. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's one. There's a few little issues. Like, for those of you that watched the stream last night, which was at times a little bit comical, let's be honest. But that's what happens when I fly without preparation. That is. It's pretty average. Yeah, there's like I said last night, I think the team here, if you're flying VFR, if you're flying, Cessnas or whatever, this sim is absolutely sensational. The graphics are unbelievable, and it's great. The physics aren't amazing, but they're fine, completely fine. But there's a few little things, if you're going to be really picky, like the pixelation of clouds and a few other things, shadows also, depending on what time of day you fly. But I tell you what, that's getting ultra picky, because if you compare this to everything else, visually, it's still unbelievable, really. I didn't post my daily pin up on the roof, I know. It was I put my shopping list up there usually, and usually it's beer. That could be a bad thing. We'll work on that, yeah, beautiful. Steve, welcome, mate. It's raining in Vancouver, BC, 12:46. Yes, of course, you're 4 hours ahead of us. Well, actually, you're technically 20 hours behind us. Love Vancouver. Love it. Really great place to go to. Sean says, welcome, by the way. Welcome to the stream. Said, hey, Kiwi, just got on air. Was wondering the best way to start off in Thunder, and what is the best starter plane to get once you get the money for one? That's a very good question. Very, very good question. I'm not a Thunder expert, so maybe somebody else in the stream could give some thoughts that would probably be a little bit more, a little bit better. The Butters Show just subscribed, by the way. Thank you. If you're watching, thank you. If you're not watching, thank you anyway. What I've done, my Thunder approach has just been to jump in the Cessna and do a couple of flights just to get a feel for how everything works. Do a few flights just renting. I think for a start you can just rent, get your certifications, so look to complete the check rides, and that way you get a range of aircraft that you can fly. The more aircraft you can fly obviously gives you access to many more jobs, particularly those higher paying jobs. I mean, really, starting in the Cessna is probably not the greatest thing to do because the jobs are low paying. Check out these, by the way, everybody. There's down the bottom of the North Island, New Zealand, there's a lot of wind power going on, and you can actually see these. This is pretty accurate, actually, when you fly. This is right on the approach. Let me go in the aircraft. I'll answer your question in 2 seconds, by the way. So when you come in and you approach for the north-facing runway in Wellington, if you fly from Auckland in a jet, you come down through here, and then you sort of clip the edge of this. You sort of clip the edge of the west of this North Island, and then you sort of come around here, and then you come in for the ILS approach. And you can see exactly what you can see right now. You see these wind farms just on all the hills around the Wellington area, and Wellington is well known to be a very windy area, so it makes complete sense. Are they turning? Yeah, they are turning. Cool. Anyway, that's cool. So anyway, yeah, I would say that look, I'd be interested to see what the stats say around renting versus buying. So if you think about I had a quick look before, and I think the Cessna 208 costs you somewhere in the region of about $1,000 to rent per hour to rent. Is that correct? I'd have to have a look. We'd have to have a look. But you run the numbers. You've got to do a lot of renting to make up the cost of actually buying. So if you're going to buy an aircraft, you want to make sure that you're going to really utilise it and generate income, because that's a big capital investment up front. So what I would say is rent until you find an aircraft that you like. I mean, obviously on Thunder, the big difference is, I mean, obviously buying an aircraft gives you absolute control over that aircraft. So you could always rent it out to other players and stuff like that. But the big difference on Thunder server is obviously you can't just farm out that aircraft. So you can't just buy an aircraft and then farm it out to one of your AI pilots to just fly over and over and over again to get that, which gives you a really good return. So my gut feeling is that, particularly when you're building your rep and building your company and on the Thunder server, is that renting is the way to go. And in fact, potentially is the way to go always. The major issue is having access to aircraft, and so that could ultimately decide what you do, because it is really frustrating if you're at an airport and you just can't, you want to fly the TBM, or you want to fly even an A320 if you've got up to that level, and you just don't have access because people don't have them available for rent. So obviously it is a goal as a company owner to eventually own aircraft. So, but I would say initially rent as much as possible. As you get the certifications completed, that gives you access to more jobs, earn more money, and then sort of decide from there. Get a pool of money together and then sort of decide which ones you're going to fly. But anyway, someone might have the stats to show exactly what the most lucrative way of approaching it is. Anyway, that's my personal opinion. It could be wrong. Zoom in on the windmills below. I don't know if we... there we go. I'd have to unbound this. I can do that. Oh, what's the... I've forgotten the... I've forgotten how to unbound on my... sorry, I've forgotten how to unbound it from my... Here we go. From the aircraft. I've forgotten what the buttons are for the Xbox controller. I don't run an Xbox controller, by the way. Here we go. We're slowly zooming in. Riselix, hopefully I pronounced that correctly, says, does anyone else wonder why we can only do 320 knots with the A320? Jixie32, thank you for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you're watching, thank you. Wonder why we can only do 330 knots with A320 Neo instead of its 430 knots max as in real life. I can tell you that. It's because if you're talking about the default, there we go. That's as much as I can zoom in. And it's following the aircraft. Oh, hold on. Drone follow mode. There we go. That's how you turn it off. Here we go. No, it's an okay representation of a wind turbine, it would be fair to say, but look at them. There's plenty of them. The answer to your question is that if you're talking about the default aircraft, is because they suck. Thorgrim Harrison, welcome. Thank you for your subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, go and grab the fly-by-wire freeware mod for the A320. I'm not too sure if they've fixed that stuff, but they're rapidly fixing a lot of stuff with the A320. There we go. We've zoomed in on the windmills. Let's go boom. We're going to go drone follow mode. And oh, hold on, Mace. What are you doing? You're an idiot. Hold on. Here we go. Reset position. Boom. There we go. Let's just jump inside, make sure everything's looking good. We're in the green. 110 or 1... Not quite 110, 105 is good. How much are we, how are we looking across the ground? 170 across the ground's acceptable. 54 is okay. 2400 on the RPM. Okay, that's all good. No problem. Okay, Sean says, okay, that was really helpful. Okay, cool. Thank you. Do you have a VA set up? I don't yet, but I will set one up because everyone keeps asking me to, so I will do it. OG says, they do too nice, no sheep, but it's all good. I'm hearing you. Steve says, incredible, nice. Alan says, holla people. How you doing, Alan? Good to see you. All the regulars are coming back. Jono says, where I live in Wales, I wish they'd introduce sheep to the sim. Realism, exactly, mate. And also introduce place names that have 36 consonants and one vowel. That would be good. Great to see all the regulars pouring in here. I appreciate it. Thank you. Steve says, hi, Alan. There you go. Huge supporter, Steve, of Aaron. Of Alan. Alan, if you could just change your name to Aaron, that would be really helpful. Thank you. Tree TG, hello. How are you going? Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the stream. If you're looking for high quality aviation content, then sorry, come to the wrong channel, but hey, stick around. You never know. You might enjoy it. Thorgrim says, why does it say in the description it says you're playing War Thunder YouTube? What? Does it? Let's edit this. Does it say I'm playing War Thunder? Add a game title. Microsoft. I don't know why that happened. I've just updated it right now. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Well, let's be honest. It is a little bit like War Thunder when I land. Let's be honest. It looks like the aircraft has been shot up. It's really just a lack of piloting skills. Loza has been my personal cheer squad, asking people to hit the like button. Thank you very much. Rizlix, I'm going to go with that. Riselix, I'm going with that. Yeah, because 320 knots seemed a bit slow to me. Takes forever to go somewhere with such slow speeds. Props almost do 300 knots. Why the hell is a jet-powered plane only doing 30 or more? Well, I mean, if we're talking about indicated, I mean, also it comes down to the altitude you're flying and what you're actually covering across the ground is the most important thing. But yeah, it seems a little bit weird. Aaron is your name for the Far East album. Good, good. Okay. I thought so. That was just an intuitive thing that I picked up automatically. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. So that's, we're looking back in our capital city here. We're on the other side of the hill here. And in Wellington, that's the suburb, well, generally the suburb of Rotorua. I'll get my little cursor out here just to annoy everybody. So that's main Wellington over there. It's only about 300,000 people live here, maybe less actually, probably 250. It's our capital city. The Parliament's there. This is Rotorua. Over there we've got Lower Hutt. And it's right at the tip, the southern tip of the North Island of New Zealand. So if we go into our VFR right here. Oh, look. So that's the North Island, and it's at the southern tip there, and that's our South Island. The South Island is a bigger land area, but much less population. And that's my Nat Geo summary of where we're flying. So you're welcome. Todd, welcome, mate. Thank you for joining. Says, I would like to see a slider to adjust the height or density of the trees. Yeah, well, I actually had that issue the other day. I was flying in somewhere, I can't remember where it was. I had to dodge the trees to land. It's all good. It says, let's rep under thunder. No, it shouldn't say that. It should say, it says, let's rep up on thunder. We're on the thunder server for OnAir. Ah, right. I think you might have misinterpreted that. Yeah, we're on thunder server and I'm looking to increase my reputation. That's what we're doing. Tree says, I come from the New Zealand accent with the flight sim content. Nice, good, good. I can provide the accent and I can definitely provide the flight sim content. It just may not be very precise. Just a warning. How we're looking for distance to go, 57 nautical miles. That's all good. Uday, welcome, says, have you flown NZOU or Westport? Yes, I've actually done a video on NZOU. The NZA guys, the freeware developers, have done a really great job on producing a scenery add-on for NZOU. Oamaru, by the way, or Oamaru. Haven't flown into Westport yet, though. But that freeware add-on, check out, I think, 2 videos ago, I think. I looked at Oamaru, I looked at Napier, and also Dunedin. Really good. How much is OnAir monthly cost? Depends how long you subscribe for, is the answer to that. So let me bring it up. Bookmarks. Here we go, look at this. Whoops. Whoop. Is that showing? It is indeed. Okay, if you look at pricing right here, and I'll just have a sip of beer while we... Hold on, no. Oh, hold on, what's happened here? Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's right. It's through... who do they do it through now? Aerosoft or somebody. Anyway, so, if you're just going to pay month by month, it's €7.56. I think it's about $10 US, maybe? Or slightly less. I don't know. You guys will be able to tell me. Someone just subscribed. It was Todd. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you subscribe for 3 months, it's $12.61. This is the total amount. So so that works out to be €4 per month. That there is 7. So straight away 3 months is well worth it. If you go 6 months, it's €17. So that's what 17 divided by 6 is essentially €3 per month. So you've gone from 7 to 4 to 3. Then you go 29 for 12 months, so you're looking at what, approximately less than $3. And then 24 months is €47, so a lot less. So yeah, the longer you subscribe for, the least it costs. So like for New Zealand, it's about double. If you double this amount, that's how much it costs from a New Zealand dollars point of view. But you do get a free, I think it's 14, there we go, look, it's showing Paraparaumu right there. That's kind of cool. I'm glad I put those up there. So if you, what was I saying? Oh, you get a free trial. So it's worth trying out, and if you enjoy it, then go ahead. Like for a start, I subscribe monthly, and just to try it out, and then, that was really good. So once I got into it, it was fine. But you can decide what you want to do, basically. What's the major industries of New Zealand? Major industries in New Zealand would be agriculture is probably, so dairy farming and exporting, so you got fruit and agriculture is a huge part of it. And the second one would be, the first one would actually be tourism, would be bigger than our exports. Maybe it's not, I don't know. We can't see where we're going right now, everybody. But yeah, so tourism and then agriculture, so dairy farming, sending like meat and agricultural products offshore. That's probably the main two, I'd say. And we've got a pretty good reputation from a tech point of view also. Are you a fan of rugby? Yes, I am. And I watched the game today and I loved it. Smashing the Aussies. Love it. Sean says agriculture. Sean just... There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. Alan says, I flew out of NZWN on Narrowfly last night. Blimey, it was windy. Yes, it is, mate. It is bloody windy in there. Triforce says, hi Kiwi and chat, how are things going today? It's going absolutely sensational. Thanks for joining us again, Triforce, good to see you. Steve says, do you fly in the real world? Yes, I definitely do. I do a lot of flying, except I'm not the pilot. I'm usually in row 6D or 7D or 7C. I always like the aisle seat if I can. I have done a bit of flying in the real world, but not for a long time. I did my private pilot's license back in the early 2000s, but I'm not current right now. And the last time I actually flew an aircraft was about 7 or 8 years ago. So yeah, I just don't fly in the real world anymore. Unfortunately, I'd love to. It's just bloody expensive. But it's one thing that I would have, looking back, I would have definitely done as a career. But yeah, just didn't do it. So But I'd be ultra confident I could jump in a Cessna 172 and fly it if I had to. And it's, you know, although it's a really bad thing to say, if an A320, someone jumped out, opened up the cabin door and said, does anyone here know how to fly Microsoft Flight Simulator? I'd put my hand up and I'd give it a good nudge. I reckon I'd give myself a good chance of landing it. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Oh, that's nice pricing, not insane. Yeah, Thorgrim. Yeah, look, it's all a personal thing, you know. For some people it could be expensive, for others not as expensive. It just really depends, you know. It's a personal thing. Jeff, how you going, mate? Good morning. 3:01 a.m. here. How is everyone? Well, we're going absolutely brilliant, actually. Thank you to everyone who's joining the stream, by the way. It's a lovely day here. Well, I haven't got live weather set because it's actually a terrible day at this part of the country at the moment. But it's good to see everybody. It's not going to be a mega long stream tonight, everybody. Yeah, I just put the heads up there. It's a Sunday night here in New Zealand, so what do we get on 9 p.m? And I've got to get my beauty sleep, except, let's be honest, I could sleep 24 hours a day and beauty sleep would not help. I need more than beauty sleep. Tree Chopper 21 is following me on Twitch. I haven't done much on Twitch recently, actually. Sean says, I'm planning to become a pilot. Just did my first 3 lessons in the past couple of weeks. So MSFS is very helpful. Yeah, definitely. It's a good place to learn. The one big thing with Sims that I found, because Flight Simulator 2000 is the one that got me sort of hooked on flying. The big thing I would say, the big difference flying these sorts of aircraft in real life compared to in the sim is when you fly them in real life, you spend way less time looking at your instruments. And I think in the sim you spend a lot of time looking at your instruments because it's sort of telling you what's going on. But in the aircraft, you can feel a lot of things. You can see and feel a lot of things. And so you don't need to obviously refer to your instruments nowhere near as much. I'm talking about in VFR conditions. If it's IMC conditions, obviously, you know, it's certainly going to be, you need to rely on your instruments. But yeah, that's the biggest difference I found. Also, in real life, when you approach, you know, your view of the runway as you approach, it looks a lot steeper in real life than it does in the sim. In the sim, you've got to take what seems like a much shallower approach. Those are the 2 main differences that I've found, at least. Okay, what OG says, instructors today love it when you have hours and hours, maybe years in a sim. It definitely makes it, yeah. Yeah, I think the sim thing is I think what you learn when you actually fly for real, you learn, you know, I think some, you know, particularly if you just, you know, get into flying in real life and you just come off the street and you just start learning, you learn that what the different components of the aircraft do are different to what you expect. So, for example, you think, okay, I'm a little bit low here. Your natural instinct is to pull back on the yoke, right? But what you actually want to do is apply power. So power controls your altitude, and your attitude controls your speed. So in other words, if you're too high, you pull your throttle back. If you're too slow, you put your yoke forward. So those are sorts of things that take a little bit to get used to, but once you do, then you can, particularly when you get back in the sim, you can set yourself up way better on approaches and stuff like that because you understand how the aircraft reacts, rather than use what your natural tendencies would be, which are probably as a result of driving a car. You actually, you know, because in a car you depress your throttle and that controls your speed. Now, obviously, it does control your speed in a sim, you know, it does. But on approach, for example, it's not. You know, you're using your yoke to control your speed and using your throttle to control your altitude. So, you know, those are the sorts of things you learn, stuff like that. Man, I almost sounded like I knew what I was talking about right there. Let's not do too much of that. Okay, instructors today love it. With that, Loza says, what part of New Zealand are you in? I'm in Auckland. I live in the North Shore of Auckland, very close to NZNE airstrip. Not stalking, that's all good. Tree just said, that's me who just followed on Twitch. Thank you, appreciate it, mate. Steve says, that view is going to be great Facebook photo, thank you. Sweet as, you're welcome. Thorgrim says, when I clicked download for OnAir, Windows Defender went mental, but I ran the program anyway. Yeah, I had that too. But I had, you know, I mean, obviously it's your personal responsibility and choice to run whatever program, but I found that, you know, there was no problem doing it, even though it gave me that notification. OG says, even just learning the basic sims can help the pilots, even refreshing or just doing course piloting using real-world applications like Skype. Yeah, exactly, definitely. Definitely, the sim, anyone who's flown a sim and actually learned it properly is going to help you massively when you get out there in real life. It definitely will. Just stuff like terminology, just stuff like being able to read a meter, just stuff like that really helps. Sean says, yeah, I knew things when my instructor was asking them and was surprised I was getting them right first, so try definitely has helped understanding the basics. Yeah, definitely, I'm hearing you. No, the sims are fantastic. My personal opinion is that the tutorials in Flight Sim 2020 aren't quite as good as they were in the past. They're always bugged in the past, by the way, so that's I'm probably defeating my own argument. But what are we doing flying up in here? Oh, look, now we're looking at our seats. That's absolutely outstanding. We can actually reduce our altitude here, everybody, because it's pretty flat on our way up to hold on, I'm having a shocker here. Let's get down to North Odd, 3000 vertical speed on. Let's just go 6000 is good. And let's get below this cloud. It's probably not going to be a problem now that I've done this, but just to save us. I can't remember what I was just saying, but yeah, the sim definitely helps with just a lot of the basics. Steve says, ever have an accidental engine failure that's not expected in the MFS? No, because I've got it turned off. But yeah, I used to, you know, sometimes I'll turn everything on just to see what happens. Oh, you mean accidental? So you mean like an accidental one, like for example, you pull the mixture or you turn your fuel off? Yeah, that can happen. That's a misclick. But no, I certainly don't have one from a, like failures on, I suppose is what I'm saying. Oh, look at this. Every time it comes back in here, I'm looking at the roof. This is absolutely sensational. How we're looking for speed, we're good. We're in the green. Just checking. Sean says I had the same thing with Windows Defender. Yeah, it doesn't like OnAir that much when you first log in. But yeah, I've never had an issue after that, and I don't get any. You know, I haven't had any. Yeah, when I've done my scans, haven't had any issues from a virus point of view or anything like that. Alan says, I think the sim should have had more fleshed out tutorials, fleshed out I assume you mean, and definitely covered more than one aircraft. Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, it's pretty basic. The best flight sim manual is for Flight Sim 2000. It's actually a physical book, and I still use it to this day. It is outstanding. And it's Rod Machado has written it along with his wife, and there's a whole lot of dad jokes in there, which I totally appreciate. OG says, I'm on my third beer. Now for some fresh baked double chocolate brownies. It's my girlfriend's birthday and she made them fresh. Think not for me, but that's okay. She's a keeper. Nice. That is good. Good on you. Get into them. It's good for you. That may not be accurate, by the way, the fact that it's good for you. Where are we flying right now? We're flying over a little township. Oh, this annoying me that it keeps reverting back to that. Are we going over Palmy right now? No, we're nowhere near Palmy. Yeah, we're going over a little township here. I do not know what it is. Let's have a look. What's here? Oh, Levin. We're about to go over Levin right here, everybody. Alan says, fly some over. There you go. All good. Flush flesh. It's Sunday, exactly. Well, I've had a few beers today. I've enjoyed the race and the rugby, so I'm treating myself. Not something I usually do, but why not? Once again, thank you everyone for joining the stream and for your support. It's been really awesome. I honestly do really appreciate it. Getting down to my 3,000 feet now. We're 28 nautical miles away. Let's just increase our power slightly just to adjust for a flattening out. And let's have a think about NZFI. So we've got 2.8 and 1.0. This fully aircraft thing hacks me off. Okay, so if we show meters, so the same Ohakia is the closest. So let's grab that. Nearest airport. Has it got ATIS? It does. That's all I need. 248. Okay, so it's coming from the west. Boom. So if we bring this back, sorry if this is too fast. So 28 is our runway right there that we're going to come into. So we'll zoom in here and then we'll sort of go on the, you know, well, sort of like this. Over Bunnythorpe and in there. There we go. Easy as that, everybody. Thank you, bull boys. Thank you, linesmen. Okay, OG says the cookies are amazing. They do, or brownies, I should say. They do sound good. There's no doubt. Gillies or Giles, sorry if I pronounce either of those incorrectly, welcome, says, have you tried third-party aircraft like the Carinado ones? No, I haven't. I was tempted to, we discussed this last night actually, I was tempted to get the 182T, but I decided not to. It just didn't have, the fact that it uses the default GPS and it was just not quite where I needed it to be to fork out that amount of money. No, I don't think the only thing that I've downloaded that's not default is the fly-by-wire A320, which is the freeware update. Sort of like the Zebo for those of you that fly in X-Plane. Why am I in here? Here we go, look at this. We've got Rotorua. That is a very small airstrip right there, everybody. So yeah, so no, I haven't really flown any third party is the end answer. Steve says X-Plane has had FS flight school. That would be great if they adapted over to image to Flight Sim 2020. Lots of cool flight lessons, yeah, definitely. Alan says just the one flight today. Got to decide whether making the wife breakfast in bed is worth it or not. I'll decide when I get there. How we're looking for time might just be the one. It might be if there's a short flight. Let's have a look. Where are we going? Fielding. If there's a very, very short flight in fielding, I might do another one. Okay, have a look here, everybody. Distance 78. Yeah, this is probably the only one that I do, and it's not available. Let's find back there. Oh, hold on. I haven't not got it by distance. Yes, I have. I have it. Well, that's only $240 for 100. That's pretty average, isn't it? That's back down here too. Omaka. Maybe another one, but yeah, maybe just the one. We'll just see how we go. We'll see how we go, everyone. OG says 182 expensive, not that good. Yeah, we talked about that. Riptide71, welcome. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Hans, welcome. Good morning from Amsterdam. Hello. Welcome. I've never been to Amsterdam, but I want to go because my heritage is Dutch, actually. And I can say a few words to you, Hans, but it would be completely inappropriate because all I know pretty much is swear words. Good morning from Hungary. Is Patika. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for joining. OG says, I vote very short in the rain and darkness. That was fun last night. Yeah, that was fun. It was a little bit of a shocker. Thorgrim says, when you're creating your game account for OnAir for MSFS, what is pilot pseudo thing? I don't know. I can't even remember. It's just your pilot name, is it? I'm not too sure. Alan says, that's fine. I'll get her a coffee and some biscuits and she'll have to like it. Thorgrim, hey, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate it. Thank you. Tree TG says, I'm really impressed by how quickly good content is being made for this game. Yeah, like the fly-by-wire. Yeah, totally agree. The third-party add-ons for this sim is just so good. Here we are in the little flat plains of the west coast of the North Island in New Zealand, and it looks pretty cool. Yeah, pilot's name, I believe. Yeah, I think so, Sean. That's correct. We're just 18 nautical miles out, everybody. We're at 3,000 feet, so we don't need to stress too much. Look at this cursor. Does that hack out? Let me just leave that right in the middle of the screen. So annoying to watch, I bet. How about this? Is that annoying? Beautiful. Beautiful planes right here. James, how you going, mate? Good to see you. Welcome. All the regulars are turning up. We might pump out one more flight, but we might do a Neo fly or maybe even an FS economy flight. We'll just see. I'll figure it out once I arrive. It's supposed to be a very short stream tonight. There we go. OG is getting up there and being my personal cheerleader. I appreciate it. Thank you. OG says 60 people watching, only 24 likes. Come on, everybody, smash the like button. Let's get the engagement, boys. It helps the streamer. It actually does. Every time you hit the like button, YouTube recognizes that as engagement. So yes, that's awesome. And while it might cost you some self-respect. Well, hitting the like button doesn't cost you self-respect, but subscribing does. But probably liking it does too, if anyone finds out. Smash it. Yes, thank you. Appreciate the support. Yeah, Steve says, I find it hard watching explain videos, just not the same. Yeah, my expectations of scenery have completely changed, to be fair to say. Sam, how you going, mate? I was watching the stream from last night, but came here when I saw you were alive again. Thank you, appreciate it. Welcome, good to see you. If it wasn't 2 in the morning, I'd probably become a regular. Yeah, usually I don't stream at this time, Tree. Usually it would be completely friendly for your time, in fact. If it's 2 in the morning, so you are 5. So you're mountain time or something like that, is it? 2 in the morning? 5 hours mountain time, or somewhere in Canada, something like that. Usually I would be about just after lunchtime your time is when I would be streaming. But this weekend's just been thrown into a little bit of disarray with the wife away and needing to look after my daughter and stuff like that. So it's all good though, not a problem. Oh, peaky below. There we go. Expert comments from Loza, thank you. It's looking good though. These, I mean, just this, even these flat areas just look so awesome. The river below just looks unbelievable. Edmonton, there we go. I called it. Alan says, I was speaking to my bro-in-law last night. He happened to say self-respect and I almost corrected him with self-respect. Hey, I'm saying it correctly. It's you guys that are wrong. Loza says there's nothing there. Okay, there we go. Oh, well, hold on a minute. Charles says, is it Gillies or Giles? I'm going, doesn't look like Giles. But we're going to say Giles, Gillies. It's not Gillies either. That's a very tricky name. He says it's a cool river, by the way. Which it is. It looks very, very cool. I mean, this is like, from a X-Plane point of view, this is like the highest quality of ortho that you would get. Correct. Yeah, I totally agree. X-Plane, OG says X-Plane is superior, proper flight systems. Yeah, definitely. But so it should. It's been around a while. Steve's, it's a toss-up. Really, it really just depends. Yeah, if you're doing GA flying like I do a lot of at the moment, then it, like flight sim's great. Steve's from Alberta. Cheers from Vancouver. Hi Alberta. Oh, sorry. Hi Alberta. Cheers from Vancouver. We do get a lot of Canadians in here actually. Love Canada. Oh, that's a Manawatu River. Okay, nice. Just say Giles with one L. There we go. It's exactly what I'm going to say. Perfect. Okay, we are 10 nautical miles out. We can probably scoot down to circuit level. Let's just get that down here. Then we'll flick it at vertical speed mode. about 700. It's fine. We've still got plenty of room here, everybody. Runway 28, so we're going to have to just probably hit it right base, something like that. Left base, actually. Nighthawk 0006 is now following on Twitch. Thank you. Appreciate it. If you're watching, thank you for watching. Glad we sorted that out. Ha! Exactly. Got to get that detail sorted, everyone. While I'm doing that, let me just jump across over here into my... What do you got going on here in terms of, I'm just looking at my FS economy at the moment to see if there's some assignments that I could pick up. No, I've never got that. What's happening there? What's happening there? You can't see what I'm doing, so it's exciting, absolutely exciting and riveting content right here. Oh no, that doesn't work. Okay, let's get back to it then. You lost it, yes, Steve Jones. Nice. Okay, let's get back into it, everybody. What are we saying here? That's not our airport, I don't think. Is that Fielding? Or is that? I don't think so. No. That's Palmy. Okay. Steve Jones just subscribed. Thank you. Remember, everybody, it costs nothing at all except just a little bit of self-respect. That's all. Right, I'm going mixture rich at this altitude. Call me Dex, by the way. OG, original gangster, which is my PS. Okay. Okay, there we go. I'll put... Oh, oh, choking on my beer. I'll probably forget that, Dex, but I'm going to call you Dex. When I remember. What I'm thinking of doing, everyone, is maybe for one of my next streams is doing a bit of a fly-in. So we'll do a multiplayer flight, and we'll it won't be on air or anything like that, but it'll just be a case of everyone sort of congregating at the same airport, and we'll fly to another airport. So once I get my Discord set up, I think we'll set that up. It'll be cool to get a whole lot of people flying together. This seems very low, 4.4 nautical miles out, by the way. This is not a conventional approach, but anyone that watches me knows that that's just not how I do it. Oh, really? You're a Londoner, and they think you're from... so of course you are a Londoner. Yes, sorry, I got confused there. I think I'm from Oz or New Zealander. Yeah, exactly. I mean, people in the States, I just got to say, do not have any clue about accents, that's for sure. But that's no problem at all. That is not a problem. Okay, we'll just look to do this heading. We'll just roll out here because we're going to approach. Let's at least give ourselves a chance. I'm way too low. Let's be honest. This far out should not be this low. It is circuit height, but still. Flying together would be amazing. Unfortunately, though, I don't own the sim yet. Oh well. Well, once you get it, you can. We'll be playing it for a while to come. So once you get it, you can join in. You love the Kiwi accent. Gamer Hole says lightning, rain, overcast with some showers and a bit of sunlight. Thank you. Welcome. Is that Spates you just opened? No, it's not Spates. I am actually from Dunedin originally. Thus the name Mace Otago on my other account. But this is actually Heineken I'm drinking right now. They had a special at Countdown and I couldn't refuse. I'm just going to admit it right here. Right, we're going to knock this right back. This is not conventional, by the way. Do not take notes. I'm going to bang this up here. I'm going to bang that back down there now. Okay. First notch just flaps out. Second notch out. Looking to trim. We should be getting a negative vertical speed. We are. I'm actually looking, I've got third notch out already, which is way too early, but we're just going to go with it. Usually you do it on final approach, but we're going to do a very tight base here. And we are trimming for about 75. That's what we want. Let me just go here. I'm just going to blame any bad landing on the fact that I have to commentate while I do it. We can't quite see it over here. Let's just stick here. We seem pretty low. Apply some power. Let's pull up. I seem a bit tight. There we go. There's a runway. I think we're actually okay for this approach, funnily enough. Let's keep it within a medium turn. We're a little bit fast here, everybody, but we will. It's fine. Power's gone. Let's just extend right down here. Whoa.
Landing time logged.
Bit of a bounce, but you know, that can happen sometimes. Let's run it right out. Flaps are retracted. I'm just going to stop in the middle of the runway because did I see that there was a turn-off back there? Oh, there we go. Is there another turn-off? Right at the end of the runway. Let's be professional and actually take it. Taxi lights are on, landing lights off. Strobe is off. That's how we do approaches, everybody. We just completely ignore the proper joining instructions or joining procedures, and we just go in there. Rosa, how you going, mate? Welcome. Heineken, I thought you were drinking beer. Ha! Fair enough. Fair call. I like it. Nice landing. Thank you. Thank you, Triforce. It's a plane, not a bouncy castle. That's completely fair. Loza says, my first flight lesson in solo were out of fielding. Oh, sweet. Nice. Does this look like fielding airport at all? It's probably like a rough sort of interpretation of it. Dax says, was out crop dusting, fed up, long day, new wife waiting at home, weekend at home, couldn't wait for a proper go round, new wife, enough said. Thorgrim says, pretty smooth, you guys are very kind. Nice airfield, it is a nice airfield, we'll take a look at it in 2 seconds. Do you know if you can press, yes, I know that, but I'm not going to do it when I've got OnAir hooked up. This is Rodney Dangerfield flying. Oh. Well, he was pretty successful, so I'm going to take that as a compliment, even though it wasn't aimed at that. But let's just do it. We're going to park over here, ladies and gentlemen. How are we looking for time? Okay. Boom. So this is what we do, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to put on your parking brake. You've got to turn all your lights off except the beacon. Boom. Pitot can go. Let's pull our mixture. We should... That's good.
Registered in OnAir company.
Great. Let's turn Navy on. Continue. Master's off. Key is off. Beacon's off now. Right, let's pull this across. I might do another flight. Why not? I'm enjoying that so much, I might as well. Here goes the results of our flight, everybody. Not overly. Okay, if there were some, he's talking about fielding, Lazarus. Okay, so we're increased by 0.15, so you will take it. Why didn't we get the safety bonus? What happened? What did I do? Do I exceed what happened? Oh, yeah, that beacon crap. That's stupid. I should not have got that because it was definitely on. And it says beacon and strobe, but you actually only need the beacon on. Anyway. We got it sorted. While we're here, let's go ahead and do another flight. Why not? You guys have talked me into it. Okay. I will need to go for a toilet stop soon, though. Luckily, I've got a portable toilet in the back of this aircraft. Hold on. Let's just do a quick look at Fielding Airport, everybody. Here we go. Let's move the cursor. There's actually quite a few buildings on this airport, isn't there? Oh, hold on. We've got some traffic going on here. Let me just speed this up. There is an issue with this truck. I'm just going to say right now there's an issue with it. It's not really driving down the road very straight. Well, it is now. And the wheels aren't turning. And now it's driving off the road Okay. We got an issue with the traffic. But anyway, here's the airport. It's looking good. It's actually not, you know, I don't know how accurate it is, but still, it's a pretty, you know, it's got quite a few buildings here. Oh, there's my aircraft. We've got one static aircraft. I don't know if it's static or whether it's an AI. Let's go down and check it out. I think it's static. Definitely static. So that's kind of cool. It's still a pretty cool airport, I reckon. What do you guys reckon? How can I... Ben, welcome, by the way. Welcome. How can I get OnAir and what is it good for? Go to onair.company. Is that it? Hold on, what's the thing? onair.company. And it's a career mode for Microsoft Flight Simulator, is what it is. Here's the UI. We're about to select a new flight. There is a 14-day free trial. Try it out, see if you like it. Alan says, no changing the live stuff today then. No, mate, I'm not doing that. Loza says, interesting fact, the extension past the taxiway was done as we started to fly a Cessna 421 out of here and it needed extra length. 421, that's big tin we're talking here. I'll get to the comments in a minute, everybody. Let me just select a new flight here. Find jobs. NZFI. Query. Boom. Why not? Might as well fly another one because, you know, why not? Look, this is only 240 bucks though. I mean, seriously. What are you doing to me? Oh, we go up to Rotorua, shall we? What's this say? Outstanding pay for weight. Cargo's 244. It's not much, is it? We could do a double whammy though. Is anything heading north? Should we fly up to Rotorua? We're going to go right over these peaks here though. It could get a bit hairy. It's going to be about an hour and a bit. Okay, why not? Let's do it. We'll go up to Rotorua. It is a nice part of the world. I mean, this is not technically how you would build your company. I mean, I'd probably get into do some certifications and actually look to build my look to fly some a bit more. Sorry, what am I trying to say? Is fly some better paying jobs. But in the meantime, let's go with it. We're going to fill this up to 50%. We're going to load that, and we're going to go confirm and fly now. What's everyone saying? Dex says, Sam says it's cool to start up the plane again and get another flight in. Is there an FBO there with fuel? Hopefully. I didn't check. We'll soon find out. Let's see, NZRO. Yep, good. Yep. On board 28 gallons, plane 28 gallons. Yep, there is an FBO. Go to flight tracking page. That's good. Yeah, hopefully. I didn't even check that. Loza says Spitfire has been rebuilt out there too. Oh, nice. Cool. Dax is saying, any new smashers will mail out some brownies or pizza roll. Smash a like button is what he's saying. Get into it, definitely. That would be awesome. Ben says, how much is it after the free trial? Go and check out OnAir company, onair.company. I just did it earlier in the stream, and it depends. The longer you subscribe for, the better. So if you subscribe for 1 month, it's about €7. But €7. But if you subscribe for 3 months, it goes down to something like €3 per month, and then lower and lower after that. Something like that. So the longer you subscribe for, the better. And you know, do the free trial, then you can decide whether it's worth the investment or not. I certainly personally think it is, but it's up to you. Dax says, cause the colours are typical, and yep, there we go. Steve says, lol, that truck turned around saying, hey, head through to you. Yeah, not very realistic. Dax says, imagine when ATS, Train Sim, and Flight Simulator and Grand Theft Auto all became a thing. Plus VR. Grab your popcorn. Yes. It would be good if they could integrate together where you could basically drive in the same, without having to flick between programs. You drive, you go to the port, you pick up a container of produce, you then drive it to the airport, it gets loaded into a plane, you fly it to somewhere else, and then you got all this integrated integrated economy. It would be absolutely brilliant. Star, hey, welcome back. Good to see you. Had my first day on OnAir, and man, it was a bit tough to start, but it's great. Yeah, definitely. Totally agree. It was rough because NZWN didn't have fuel today, meaning I rented a plane, really low fuel, and had to find somewhere with fuel. Found it in Picton. Yeah, that can happen. I've been there. You can always, if you're left stranded somewhere, you can always get someone to fly in fuel. If you're not on the Thunder server, that is. Okay, so we've started this flight right here, everybody. Let me move this out of the road. And we are flying to NZRO. So let's jump back into our aircraft. And we've got to remember, once we start up, that let's throw our mixture in, by the way. Let's throw our master switch on and our beacons. We've got to remember to put our...
Will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Got to remember to put our right destination into our GPS. Oh, hold on. Am I moving? I am. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Ah!
Reported by aircraft.
You are joking me. I had my brake on. Let's restart that, everybody. What an absolute shocker. I had my parking brake on, even pulled it at the end of the last flight. Okay, this can happen sometimes, everybody. Live television / internet. Let's start that again. What an absolute shocker. Ready to fly? Hold on, no. Okay, let's pull that. We do not start with engine. Landing off. Boom, 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 boom. What an absolute shocker, everybody. Beacon can stay on. Jeez. Hold on, is my parking on? Now it's put me back to dark. There we go. Set parking brake. Did I accidentally disable it, did I? Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just I'm just sorting out OnAir right here. Here we go. Start. Oh, right, yeah. Hold on. That's a good point. So we're going to NZFI to NZRO. Boom. Okay, I've updated my overlay. Yeah, that was weird because I definitely, at the end of last flight, you saw me put my parking brake on, so for some reason it had disabled it. Anyway. Ha! Let's do it again. Mixture in. Parking brake is on. Masters are on. We've just got beacon, that's all we need.
Your flight will be monitored until you land
Okay,
and shut down
let's
the
pull back that. Let's throw the avionics on. Taxi, nav, and Pitot can go on now. Okay. Okay, direct. Put in the cursor. We're going to NZ. Hold on. Move. There we go. N Z R R. Hold on. O. And then we go. Hold on. RO. Then we go boom. And then we go. Then we go. Enter. And then we go. This is weird how it does this. Oh. Oh, let's start that again. NZ. We don't really need this, to be honest, but let's just go with it. Sorry guys, this is not entertaining whatsoever. Or what I should say is less entertaining than usual, which is saying something. NZ R O. Okay, so enter. And then, hold on, how did... I always have trouble with this. Oh, this is so annoying. Why is this not working? I selected it and then hold on, right, last time I think I used the wrong, part. NZ. Oh my lord. This is absolutely shocking. Oh man. Okay, we'll get there. We will get there, everybody. Hold on. Come on, seriously. I think I was pressing the wrong accidentally. So I go like that. I think, do I go like that? No. No, I think I go enter, and now, no, I go get the cursor, and then, yeah, there we go. We got it. Oh my lord. Okay, sorry about that, folks. What are you all saying? You abusing me? You should. Ben, how you going? That's what a checklist is for. Checklists are for amateurs. Or for professionals. Either or, I can't remember. So I'll start tracking first. Ben's off. Hey, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, mate. Alan says, always make a point of trying to decapitate the apron staff when taxiing. I think OnAir should give you rep points for every hit. Ben says, Kiwi, what yoke are you using? At the moment, I'm using the Extreme 3D Pro, the Logitech. But the sensitivity is all over the place for this, plus for my SideTech X52. So I'm going to get the honeycomb, and hopefully that will fix it, but it won't be until next month. Dazza, welcome, mate. Morning from the UK. Which would you recommend, FS Economy or OnAir? I'm going to answer that question once I take off. I'll come back to it. If any, yes, I am. Tim says, I feel my pain. Thank you, mate. Welcome too, by the way. Tree says, there's a way to turn the fuel manager to kilograms. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I have to have a look at that. Star says, Kiwi Entertainments, having to reset GPS input 5 times. Watch us now. Just more FBI. Yes, I should have. I should have actually, FPL. In fact, yes, I should have done that. Yeah, press the FPL button when ready. Yes, exactly. This is what happens. It's amateur hour here. The 430 and 530 Garmins aren't all functional, nor all aircraft system, including the flaps on many planes. It's pretty pathetic. Fair enough. What's a checklist? It's basically, look, if you need eggs, you're gonna need a constant supply of new chickens. Therefore, you need to produce chicks. So it's all about listing those new chicks, and then those eggs need to be couriered via air to the supermarket. So that's what a checklist is. There you go. Joseph, welcome. Welcome back, in fact. Nice to see you again. Okay, here we go. Okay, we've got our flaps down. That's good. Let's just check this out right here. Where are we taxiing down there? Okay, there. You're going to get dizzy here in a minute, everybody. It's all good. All right, let's go. Boom. It's off. I'm actually going to just go over here and taxi across the grass to the taxiway because I don't want to hit those aircraft right there. Okay, we're going north. How far we've got to go? 133 nautical miles. Oh, look at this frickin' turkey. I mean, seriously, an airport of this size has got a guy like that? I doubt it. I'm going around him. I don't want to crash into anything. 133 nautical miles. So we're going north odd. 7,000 feet for a start. I think we might need to go a bit higher because we're going very close to some pretty steep peaks right there. I tell you, yeah. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, sometimes I forget I'm streaming. I just do what I usually do and just take the shortcuts. Stay out of IMC. Yes, thank you, my resident IMC. Look, I'm gonna announce I'm clear of the runway.
Foxtrot India traffic Cessna is clear of the runway.
It obviously hasn't reset. Depart north. There we go.
November Zulu Foxtrot India traffic Kiwi Zulu Kilo minus Oscar Alpha Tango taking off runway 28.
Strobes are on, by the way. Taxi off. Landing. Here we go. Okay. Let's do it, everybody. Let's just double check that I'm tracking right here. We are. Let's go back. Alright. Depart to Rotorua. This is not the most efficient and effective way to level up on Thunder, by the way, but it's fun. So, you know, that's what it's all about. We've got a flap. We've got a notch of flaps. Full power. Let's do it. Boom. Flying into the sun. A little bit of back pressure here. The torque is really taking over at the moment. Gear up.
Airborne time lock.
There's no gear. I know a few of you will get triggered on that. A few of my comment sections get triggered when I say stuff that doesn't apply to the aircraft. Okay, flaps are up. We're trimming for 80. This is going to be quite a nice flight, I think, visually, because the sun's starting to set. Okay, let's start thinking about our altitude. I want to get up to 7. Looking good. Okay, AP, nav. Okay, we're on vertical speed. Let's get up to 7. Hold on, 700 at this point. Pull a little bit of mixture. Hopefully it's going to grab it. It is. We are way fast for a climb, but that's the thing Sims do. They always level you out on the turn, and then you start to climb. Although I am going 800 apparently, according to this. Maybe that's not. Anyway, we're going too fast, but let's pull it a bit. We'll go up to 800, which is actually a little bit too much for this aircraft at this point. But anyway, we'll go with it. Where's my aircraft? Here we go. Okay. It's all good. I'm happy. I mean, it's pretty fast at this point. We'll have to adjust it. Okay, the vehicle is because you're running over the grass. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, announcing to absolutely no one because traffic is off. How depressing is that? Well, actually, traffic is on. I think I've got like the nameplates on for local traffic, I think. Will this bump me if I go out? Listening to ADC fails on YouTube for me, it's been a thing. Sadly, many of these events lead to accidents causing death. Yes, exactly. Triforce says, are you experiencing performance drop while using OnAir? No, I'm not. It seems to be all good at this point, at least. Let's get back in here because I'm feeling that we're going to... I'm just going to go 600. It's going to be a little bit... We're going to be a little bit fast, but let's go with it. Hold on. Let's just work on our... It's very sensitive on the frickin' mixture early on here. Star says a little bit of back pressure here. Well, I mean, looking at your cockpit at this state, I see no yoke. So where are you putting the pressure? I'm actually literally reaching outside the window and changing the ailerons myself. That's what I'm doing. Not the ailerons, the elevator. I've got really long arms. Dex says, nice to see 53 likes. Some of you have brownies and pizza rolls in the mail. We'll check that in a few days. No, Mr. Pinkett is sending the pizza rolls. You may want to talk to him if they don't arrive. Star Wars reviews, Mr. Pinkett. Joseph says, you're my favourite YouTuber, thanks. Oh, that is so awesome. Thank you. That is awesome. I really do appreciate everyone's support, by the way. It is. The channel has been so much fun over the last couple of months. It was fun beforehand, actually, but it's definitely a lot more fun when we've got more people joining in and getting into it. So, yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really need to go the toilet, but I also don't want to crash. It's a bit of a quandary, really. How we're looking here. Okay, so we you know, Wegelar, Hans Wegelar, maybe is how it's supposed to be said, or Wegelar Hans. Welcome. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Okay, at 100 we're okay at this point. What are we? We're 600. I think we'll be fine. I'm just going to take a quick toilet break. I'll be back very soon. Why are we flying into cloud here? Who is the pilot on this flight? That doesn't work for us. There we go. Much better. How are we looking for speed? We're okay. We're okay at the moment. Let's just probably let's get a bit more grunt. There we go. Right, what's everyone been saying about me while I've been gone? Let's take over the plane. Ha ha! Alan says, is there an option for having brownies baked into the pizza rolls? Dax is even funnier with a few beers. There you go. I know something on your channel. When posting FS content, 2k to 50k views, the one time in ages you post ATS 800 views. Your viewers must like it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know that. Definitely. There's definitely a few triggers that are really clear on sort of stuff that I can post that get a lot of engagement for sure. But as I said earlier, the key thing for me at the moment at least is to post stuff that I enjoy doing. If it ever blows up completely, then I'll be a lot more probably strategic around what I do. But no, you make some good points there. Dax says, that was Star, sorry, said that, sorry. Yep, you're dead right. Yeah, okay, you're having that conversation about the brownies. Hans said, let's take over the plane. Fair enough, I would too. YouTube's algorithm punishing smaller content creators for making original non-normalized content is a known issue. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, yeah, it's obviously Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 is a very popular topic at the moment, and the algorithm is certainly picking up on that. And particularly when I posted a few videos with the RTX, like for example the RTX 3080 and the introduction to FS economy, and in fact the NeoFly one has absolutely kicked ass, to be fair. So yeah, it's quite interesting seeing how what happens in certain situations. But you, oh man, look at this in the roof again. But yeah, you can sort of you know, there's certain things that I do that definitely I know that are probably going to get quite good engagement. But like I say, something that's really important to me is to actually produce content that I enjoy doing. In other words, because it's my spare time, I don't want to feel like I'm committed to actually having to do something. And unless this absolutely blows up out of the world. Peter, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, you guys are having a good conversation about payment and stuff, so that's all good. 6x9 said, when Mace is AFK, I stare at the altitude in morbid fascination, waiting for the AP to take over and crash. Yes, and there's a high likelihood. Dax that says, I have control boys, but I'm drunk as F. What do all these buttons do? Well, don't ask me. I'm only the pilot. I just thought because of the overwhelming amount of popularity with MFS at the moment, yeah, it's funny, yeah, because the ATS stuff, yeah, I'm not happy with it, the way ATS looks on my new rig, by the way. In fact, it's a known issue also. ATS looks terrible default wise, and even on ultra settings, it does not look good. I enjoyed it way more when I think you could get in. I think it was like even DX9 or something like that. You had to revert it to, and it looked way better. But now it just looks really shimmery and. Yeah, it doesn't look awesome at all. Anyway, that's got nothing to do with the success of my videos, by the way. It is what it is. Okay, we're up to 7,000 right now, everybody. So this is cruising altitude. IMC. Yeah, hey, Star. Well, I am IMC. Look, I'm flying IMC altitude, 7,000 feet, North Odd. That's all good. I'm in IMC. No problem at all. What did I say? Triangles run exist. Lucas says, are you offline on Twitch? Yeah, I'm not streaming on Twitch at the moment, just YouTube. In fact, most of my streams are YouTube. Maybe I should stream on both, really. Maybe I should. Tim says, can you fly past Rotorua and buzz Bruce so he can call the CIA? Yeah, no worries at all. I'm not too far away from there. Tracy, yeah, we come from the 3080 video, and next video I watched was the NeoFly video. Yeah, there you go, yeah. The RTX 3080 video was a really interesting video in human behavior, if nothing else, from my point of view. And taught me, it didn't teach me, it sort of reconfirmed a lot of what I thought about YouTube and about how people view videos. So I spent quite a bit of time at the start of that video explaining what I was doing and why I was doing it, but clearly what people were doing were saying, oh, RTX 3080 with flight sim, let's quickly get to the point where it actually shows the frame rates. They just like scoot the video forward, show the frame rates, and then just look at the frame rates, which I explained up front was something that I wasn't concerned about, and I explained it, that I was looking at default ultra settings and what that would entail. And they just fired off these comments that were completely out, like just obviously hadn't watched the video. There were also a lot of comments around the fact it was in 1080p and all that sort of stuff. Well, that's the only monitor I have at the moment, so that's all I could do it in. So I ended up putting a clarification comment up, pinned comment, but still it makes no difference. There's even a guy that commented yesterday saying, hey, can you please put your previous specs in there so we've got something to compare with? I literally, like a couple of minutes into the video, put my previous specs in there. But anyway, that's just human nature. People like, and I do it myself, like if a video says it's doing a certain thing, then you'll sort of, you know, fast forward to the point in the video that it does it. Tim, thanks for the sub, mate. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching. It's awesome. You know, it's a little bit frustrating, particularly when you're doing a video like that. There were so many comments that would like they clearly hadn't watched the like even much of the video at all. But that's YouTube. And also, you know, a few people got quite abusive on it actually, and it got me thinking. And I've talked about this on stream before. Is that, you know, for me, I don't give a rat's ass. I just I'll just respond with something. You know, I'll just have a bit of a laugh with it, and it doesn't really affect me too much. But I can see that maybe particularly for younger streamers, how, you know, it could really affect their mental state. At some of the stuff that people write on there, it's actually pretty crappy, some of the stuff people write. And, you know, for me, it's not a major deal. It's like, I don't give a rat's. But for some people, you know, you could really take it personally and really get like despondent, and you know, you might have actually been a really good content creator given time, but you get despondent or you get demotivated because of all these idiots in the comments writing stuff. And I sort of looked at a lot of these comments and I just thought, man, you know, what's up with your life? You know, get a grip. What are you doing? How are you helping? You know, and anyway, it is what it is, and that's just the nature of the internet. But I can see why it can really affect the mental health of people, because I've never really come across it before on my channel. Because like my biggest video had, I think, 20,000 views, something like that, and it was mostly positive stuff. It was a tutorial I did a couple of years ago on something, I can't remember now, Motorsport Manager or something like that. But that RTX 3080 really triggered people, and 70% of the comments clearly hadn't actually listened to what I said, and you know, listened to the explanation of why I put that up there. But yeah, anyway, it was actually quite a good little lesson around, or not lesson, I would say. It's just it opened my eyes up to, you know, just the toxicity of the internet to a certain degree. But anyway, it is what it is. Like I say, for me personally, this is just a bit of fun for me at this point, and so I don't take it too personally. But I can totally see if a youngster was trying to really get into YouTube and they received a whole lot of those comments, how that could really affect their motivation. Anyway, observation. Let's carry on. Tree says, yeah, you came from that. Yeah, that's right. Alan says, you should watch Kiwi play Truck Simulator. I stayed in bed under the covers for a week. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. The problem is no, I'm not. I was about to blame my alcohol consumption on that driving, but it had nothing to do with it. Remco, hey, welcome back. Good to see you. Are you using Rex Force, and is it a must-have? I'm not using it, and I don't know. I have literally not seen any videos on it. I used to have Rex for FSX back in the day, and I thought it was pretty decent. I don't know if it's a must-have. It all comes. I think the actual default weather system is pretty good. Although Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look at it. The end answer is I don't know. Let's be honest. Let's just go with that. I wouldn't have a clue. Have a look at some people that have been doing some videos on it. There's Ty Happy, by the way, we're about to come up to. Dax says, I watch the Sims, not fly the damn things. Who said I care about flying? Hisham, welcome, mate. Thank you. Thank you for joining the stream. Good to see you. Dax says, I'm very good at ILS LMC pilot. I prefer night flying and very dangerous situations. Yeah, nice. I thus find bush piloting very easy. Yeah, as you would. Ben is back. What was the airfield you were at when you parking brake accidentally activated? That back then I was in fielding. NZFI. John says YouTube is such an enigma. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people. Yeah, Steve, I'm hearing you. OG says you can use Restream to stream multiple platforms at once. I highly recommend it. Yeah, that's the sort of stuff I've got to start to get into now that the channel's starting to get noticed a bit more. I suppose, I've never thought about this before because I had like 1,000 subscribers. It was like, who cares? It was just fun. But now, getting a little bit more exposure. Some demented people are happy to listen to me. No offense, everybody who's watching this. But, yeah, anyway. Star said, I'm honestly surprised at how fast the MFS modding community has gotten to work. It's so fast, in fact, I want it faster. I tell you what, I am so impressed. It's been so good. So many really fantastic mods. They've done a great job. Dax says, you can literally restream to dozens. Okay, cool. Yeah. I need to get into that, actually. I need to get my act together. Joseph says, I'm a legend. I'm going to be honest and say I totally agree with you. Also, I am the #1 modest person in the world. End sarcasm. But thank you, Joseph. I appreciate it. Yeah, people, Steve, I'm hearing you. Alan says, true words, Kiwi. So many Kiwi warriors who crack their pants face to face. They don't realise the damage they do to some people just trying to learn and make some content. Yeah, that's the thing. But that's the social media has been so really good. By the way, Ty Happy doesn't have buildings like this, does it? Does Ty Happy have tall buildings like that? I don't think so. They don't have anything above 2 stories, do they? Sorry. Yeah, Alan, sorry. Social media has been such a good thing in terms of instant access to news, all that sort of stuff. But man, it's really brought forward the ugly side of the world and given a voice to people that would otherwise not say face-to-face stuff that they say over the internet. I don't know what there's much you can do about it really, but it is the one negative thing of social media, which is on the whole I think a really great thing. Hans says, don't forget to explain the difference between OnAir and... Oh yes, thank you, mate. I'll do that in 2 seconds. I said that before. I will come back to it. I'll just finish these comments right here. Starfix says, I have it's decent. Okay, he's talking about, I assume, Rex. It's not a must-have. Default can do the job, but people have issues, I guess, and had a few minor things. But apart from that, it's made a lot more realistic cloudscapes. Okay, I actually think the clouds are pretty good in here, but yeah, could be all good. I resemble that remark, Tim said. Nice. Or you resent. Oh, sorry, you resent that mark, I assume. Star says, Raglan Aerodrome has the same problem. Like 5-story buildings, the largest thing is 1 story. Joseph, we're all nuts. I'm hearing you. Okay. What was I supposed to be talking about? Okay, the difference between OnAir and FS economy. Okay, this is a question that I get all the time. Hold on, let me scroll back and see exactly what you asked. Hans, what did you ask? Was it Hans that asked it? Who asked it? I'm trying to find the exact question so I can answer it accurately. Sorry, who asked the question? It wasn't Hans who asked the question, was it? Anyway. The difference between OnAir and FS economy, what's better, what should I do, which one, all that sort of stuff. So, it's a question I get quite often. OnAir is so much better, blah, blah, blah. That's what Star's saying. Sorry, I shouldn't say blah, blah, blah. Didn't mean that. AI pilots is a dream come true. It's much wider airplane amount, etc. Would recommend it. There we go. Okay, yeah, exactly. Look, what I would say is that, okay, let's talk about the main differences between OnAir and FS Economy. I think the first thing, it's the elephant in the room, is that it's not really an elephant. It's pretty obvious, is that OnAir is a subscription-based system. You've got to pay for it monthly. And FS Economy is free. And I think it's important to put that distinction in there, because I think your expectations should be tempered based on whether you've got to fork out cash or not. What I would say is OnAir is a much more in-depth system and has much better UI. And as Star said, you know, you've got the option of using AI pilots, etc., and all that sort of stuff. Ultimately, they both are very similar in the fact that the goal is to transport passengers or cargo from point A to point B. You get money, you can then use that money to buy aircraft or to purchase an FBO. They're essentially the same in that respect. So the core part of the game, or the core function of the game, is to fly a lot. OnAir allows you not to fly as much as if you enjoy the management side of airlines, or sort of company. Airline company management is probably what I'm trying to say. In FS Economy, basically most dollars you earn are going to be from when you fly, whereas in OnAir you can get AI pilots to fly it for you. So the other major couple of differences is in OnAir, if you want to open an FBO at an airport, you can go ahead and do it. And if people choose to use your fuel or buy your fuel or use your repair services or whatever, they can do it. They get to choose. If there's more than one, they get to choose. In FS Economy, each airport has a limited number of FBOs, and once they're owned, they're owned. The only way that you can then build an FBO there is if that owner sells it, or if they don't maintain it and it gets demolished and you can build a new one. So that's the main thing. In FS Economy, there's two things you can spend your money on. There is aircraft and FBOs, and that's about it. OnAir brings a bit more depth, because you can use your money to buy aircraft. You can also use your money to purchase FBOs and maintain them, etc. But they're also, in the Thunder and Strata server, bring in the leaderboards situation. So you've got reputation, you've got, you know, all that sort of stuff. You've got a much more in-depth profit and loss type statement available. It's just, what I would say is OnAir is a lot more, it's not a lot more, but a bit more in depth. No, it would be definitely a lot more in depth. I feel that FS Economy forces a multiplayer environment a bit more, because, like I say, you can join a group and fly together, earn money and that sort of stuff. But also because it has that persistent world where only a certain number of people can own a certain number of FBOs, it sort of forces that interaction to a certain degree. But on the whole, it's a bit more of a basic program is what I would say, but it's still a heck of a lot of fun. I've been using it for a long time. I'm still continuing to use it, and it is what it is, I suppose. It comes down to personal preference. But once again, you know, I think ultimately what I see is most people's view comes down to whether they're happy to pay a subscription or not. But apart from that, they are quite different. And I think you do get the added value by buying into the subscription, for sure. You certainly get a more in-depth experience. Anyway, I just rambled on for way too long. What are we saying here in the comments? Dax says, nice to see likes coming up. Yes, thank you. Yes, he's out of pizza rolls, but brownies are good. They're so yum. Besides, my girlfriend made them, not your mum. Joseph said, people bother me because I have ADHD. I think we all do. So you shouldn't feel bad about that. Star says, OnAir is so much better than having AI pilots is a dream come true. It has much wider airplane amount, etc. Would recommend it. Yeah, definitely. Look, I think that if you're happy to pay the sub, then I think OnAir is definitely a lot more in depth. Dax says, sorry, Andre, welcome. I love flying the Cessna in real life. Good workhorse. Yeah, it's definitely a great aircraft for sure. Welcome. Good to see you. Dax says, OnAir as well, you can integrate live pilots into your organisation and work together. Yeah, you can too, yeah. You can do that in FS Economy, as I explained, but FS is free, yeah, definitely. Dax also says, VATSIM is great, but only works in certain parts of North America. If you are really after your PPO, I'll definitely use a SIM with VATSIM and practice not only procedures, but also talking to ATC. Yeah, definitely, I totally agree with that. The guys at VATSIM usually do a really good job in terms of replicating what you can expect in the real world. Star says, I'm planning to own an FBO in Wellington. Well, if you're in the Thunder world, I looked before, I think there's 3 already. Let's have a look. FBOs. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Let's start again. Airports. NZWN. Display. Let's have a look. I think there's 3 in Wellington. Yeah, there are. We've got GTSE, who's also in Queenstown, I see. We've got Wellington International FBO, which I think is the default FBO, and then we've got TXCL, which is one owned by someone else. So they've all got fuel. Some GTSE's got jet fuel. They've got 100 LL. Oh, so the stock. Sorry, let's start that again. The stock standard's got 100 LL plus the service single engine, and also 100 LL and jet fuel available at TXCL. So there you go. You can, if you get in there and upgrade it, you're probably going to have a good chance of earning a little bit of coin there. Han said this was a question. There's a morning from well, what would you recommend? If it's oh, okay, that's the question. I was so close. The what would I recommend? This is what I say to everybody who asks it is they are both free to at least try it out, and it will be your personal preference that will determine what what you like the best. I still fly both of them. I still fly FS Economy, which I enjoy, and I still obviously fly OnAir, which I enjoy also. These graphics look really good, by the way, at the moment, everybody. So yeah, just give it a go. They're both free to use. Give it a go and see what you like the best. Gonna try Thunder. Get into it, Star. Chaz, welcome. The way FCC manages FBOs is bonkers, in my opinion. Pretty much all the main airports are already full. Yeah, definitely. So if you're looking to get into FBOs in FS Economy, you're pretty much going to be out of luck in the popular places, that's for sure. The other thing with FS Economy is, and this is fair enough, the developers or the owners they decide what happens, and while they're definitely open to suggestions, there's no doubt, they've decided this is overall, like as an overarching concept, this is how it's going to this is how it's going to operate, and they pretty much don't budge from that, and that's completely fair. Like I say, it's a free program, but oh, hold on, someone is here flying with me. Welcome. Why haven't I got nameplates turned on? Will this bounce my flight if I go and turn nameplates on? I'm not going to, but if that's you, hello. Now let's go and turn nameplates on. Surely we can do it. Traffic on. There we go. Rattling jeans. Oh, hold on. We've got drunk Kiwi with me in a C152. I should have had those on. I usually do. If you're watching the stream, hello, Rattling Jeans. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that is a bit frustrating when you want to get an FBO and you can't get in there. Yeah, definitely. I totally agree. Who else? Dax says it's actually called NeoFly, by the way. Or was it NeoFlight, is it? I thought it was NeoFly. Have I been saying it wrong all the time? NeoFly. No, it's definitely NeoFly. Phew. I was going to say, all my titles in my videos would have been wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened, by the way. Yeah, NeoFly is great. For a free little quick add-on, it's absolutely fantastic. They're upgrading it all the time. It's really cool. I think they've done well. Dex says NeoFly, yeah, sorry, we were saying, is look at, it's free. They recently updated and it's working a lot more functionality. Yeah, definitely agree. Alan says, I paid for 3 months on air and enjoy it, but I've found myself using NeoFly more. Love the different challenges and the sound effects. Feels every bit as interactive and some great variation. Yeah, definitely. It's not quite as complex. It's one of those ones you can just fire up and fly a flight. And, yeah, they have done a great job with it. There's no doubt. I mean, this looks pretty realistic right here. You've got to agree, everybody. Look at that. That is so good. I mean, it won't quite come through at the same quality. Oh, that other person took off. It won't quite come through as the same quality on the stream, I wouldn't imagine, but it's pretty mint from what I can see. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm just looking at the stream on my separate monitor here. And it's not quite as clear as what I'm looking at, but it's still pretty decent. Sorry, what were people saying? Bardi Gamer, hello. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Great to see you. Star says, Star Air GA has created, oh god, we only got 10k, what? Yeah, exactly. You don't start with much. You got to grind. Matthias says, OnAir runs for 75% on our servers. There is no way to sell this without a subscription. Server costs are massive. Yeah, exactly, you know. And that's and I think, like I said, from a personal point of view, I think the subscription is more than worth it. You know, if you just, I mean, you know, the UI and the app that you've got right here is really great. It's easy to get around. It's I think they've done a great job with it, and it's come a long way. I remember reviewing it when it first started a year and a bit ago, and it was really good then, but it's just really coming on leaps and bounds. And so, look, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but you know, you get a free trial, and if you like it, you like it. So get into it. I think it's a really great program. One of the best career programs out there. There's no doubt about that. But a standalone version is being developed. Okay, Matthias, great. Of course, that will have none of the online options, and you basically fly in your own world. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but no, I think it's great. I really do. Jared says, whereabouts are we currently? We're currently in the North Island of New Zealand. Here we go. This is New Zealand, the North Island right there. And we're halfway between Fielding and Rotorua. So we're flying right up the middle of the North Island of New Zealand. There we go. Who's next? Tim says, Rattling Jeans is my tag. Oh, nice. Hey, where did you go, Tim? Where did you go, mate? You took off. Hans says, just want to say this is the perfect Sunday morning show for me. Thank you for that. Hey, no worries. Thank you for watching, Hans. I appreciate support. That is so awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for the nice comment. I don't know if the mountains ahead of us are going to be too high for us to get over. We'll just fly into the cloud and hope that we're good. I know the Star will be very happy with everything right now. Wait till you get your 4K monitors. Yeah. So technically it's not a 4K monitor, the one I'm looking at. It's like 2K, I think they said that it is. But it's still 1440p, and it's quite a high refresh. Anyway, the guy, like I said on my stream last night, the guy talked me through it. And like I say, he actually downsold me as opposed to upsold me based on his experience as a content creator. But it will allow me to put out 1440p videos, so that's good. Alright, just got a whole lot of jobs. Nice. Get into them. Alan says totally yes. And Alan, I do appreciate your support too, mate. Thank you. Dax says, try Neofly, then get FS Economy a whirl, then you get the free ones done, then try OnAir, do the trial, see which one you like. In the end, Neofly has shorter, fun, bush-type missions. Yeah, agree. That's exactly it. Star says, bro, I'm outraged about how much IMC this is. I thought you would be. Delane, welcome back, mate. Good to see you. I flew my first Neo flights yesterday. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely. It's real good. Tim says, I didn't go anywhere. I was adjusting my speed, watching your feed, and almost stalled the mooning. Oh, okay. You must have been watching my... oh, here we go. You're back. You're back. There we go. Feel free to join the flights, everybody. Oh, nice. That cloud looks pretty sweet. It is a little bit pixelated if I'm going to be really picky, but I'm not going to be picky. Mahu, hello, welcome. Good to see you back. That was professional editing right there, or directing. That's as good as it gets. I moved the camera so it looks like the plane flies away. That's the extent of my creative ability right there, everybody. I'm loving this landscape though. I mean, just particularly these areas right here, they just look really realistic on my monitor at least. This is the great thing about this particular simulator. Nick C just subscribed. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for your support. If you're watching, thank you. If you're not watching, thank you anyway. Dax says, get information, boys. Smash that like button. Share it around your social media. Help the channel grow. Earn some brownies and pizza rolls. Look, that is, you cannot, I mean, that's an offer you can't refuse. Let's be honest. Mahu says, I'd like to join the fight, but my effing PC won't launch Steam. There you go. I've got an issue where if I've got real world traffic turned on, it crashes my sim when I load up a flight. So I just turn it off. CDJC, welcome. Says, oh sorry, Dax says, I do miss the X-Plane flyby function. It was a nice feature. Yeah, definitely, yes. Yes, it was cool. Matthias, thank you. Appreciate your support with the sub. Remember, it costs nothing at all, except a little bit of self-respect. CDJC, welcome again. Says, been playing on Cumulus for the past few weeks, but find even on survival mode it's really easy. Hire an A320 and a bunch of pilots and stewards and bang, you're a multi-millionaire. Yeah, that's it, yeah. It's still fun though, you know, it's a good place to start. Starcy is preparing the 182 to leave NZWN and go to NZFI. Making money. Money, 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 money. Thunder is the way forward, loving the vids. Awesome, hey, thank you. Alan says you've gone from not sure I'm going to do another flight to flying the red arrows over the North Island. Exactly. This is what happens. It's just so, streaming is, you know, having the interaction with you guys on here, I tell you, it's so much fun. It really does make it, there's no doubt. It really does make it. Oh, now we've got NV Pedophile, he's in the A320, I don't think he'll be joining us. Well, what, 58 nautical miles away. Having a few beers on a Sunday night is not the optimal thing to be doing, but anyway, it's good. Lazo Galossi, thank you for, sorry, firstly apologies for butchering your name, but thank you for the sub. I think you might be watching on YouTube, but if you're watching here, thank you. She doesn't mind because she's away at the moment, so this is why I can stream at this time of night. I usually wouldn't be able to stream at this time of the day. Oh, it's not, I mean, she wouldn't mind, to be honest, but it's always that balance of I spend way too much time on my computer. So usually at this time of night, that's when I put my video together or editing and stuff like that. But I just can't do it every night. It's just, you know, I personally would have no problem doing it, but it would not be a good thing to do, so. But yeah, at the moment, since she's away, I've been able to stream a couple of times. But yeah, it's just been, it's not that she probably wouldn't be that impressed, but it's about just being a bit fair about the whole thing, as you know. Work orders is a blank box, not too sure. Have you considered creating your own liveries for your company? We've already got somebody, sorry, just having a cough right there. I had someone in FS Economy who's been doing it for us, Lou Allen. He's been doing a good job. But no, I'm not. I haven't looked. I mean, if people wanted to do it, they could do it. It's not something I personally do. I did a bit of livery creation in FSX back in the day. But maybe if I create a VA that a whole lot of people join, then we can. There might be a talented person that can get that done. I need to actually create a VA, actually. It sounds like a few people would be interested. I just don't want to probably have to manage it, because I'll probably get sort of appoint someone as a staff member to manage it, because just that, I don't know if it takes, does it take much time to manage a VA and OnAir? I'm not too sure. If it doesn't, then it's all good, no problem. It's just that part of it, it's just getting time to do that. Make sure the A320 doesn't fly over any schools. Okay. Pedophile. I know. I was thinking about that, Dax, actually. It's a bit of a shocker, that name. Let's just look over here. Let's look over here, it's better. Actually, let's look at some different scenery. It's looking good, actually. How are we looking? 52 nautical miles. Where are we in terms of... We must be getting over... Let me have a look at the VFR map. Yeah, we're over the central plateau right here, basically, aren't we, lads and lasses? Oh, this is Lake Taupo. Yeah, this is Lake Taupo right here, right in the middle of the North Island. Yeah, and that's the Central Plateau, sort of in this general area-ish, back here-ish. I'm not flying up the main highway though. Yeah, pretty much where we are now. What setting do I have? I've just got like few clouds on. I don't have live weather. Because at the moment, from where I did my original flight, the weather was crap, and with a whole lot of mountains around, I just didn't want to deal with that. So I set it to few clouds, and then I didn't have to worry about it. Few clouds. Here we go. Yeah. But usually I'd like to fly real weather if I can, but I just, it's not much fun if it's like you guys can't see. It's overcast. I'm flying in the middle of in the middle of clouds. You can't see anything. My PC have two problems. It won't launch anything and it doesn't load game textures. Yes, you've been having those issues quite a bit, haven't you, Mahu? It hasn't been good. Hans says, I'd love to join you, but I'm doing the Thunder missions in Alaska. Get into it. Alaska, good place to fly. Someone from somewhere says, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I don't know about you guys. F in the chat. FVP, hi. Hey, how you going? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. Dax says, do you think they need more weather presets? I tried installing a few mods, but they don't work. Look, I mean, what I would say is, the fact that you can customize weather means it probably no. And so you've got the preset options, which are fine, I think. And then you got live weather, which brings that extra level of realism. But as long as it matches what the METARs are, I think that's the key thing. As long as that happens, then there's no problem. And then you've got the customization where you go and adjust it yourself. So no, I don't think there needs more. Personally, for myself, I don't need more, but other people might. There you go, Lake Taupo there, everybody. It's a bit bigger than I thought it was, to be honest. The main highway is that right down there, I believe. Yeah, that's it. You can sort of see it straight up to, yeah. So I think this is like where the, is that where the Army Museum is, etc.? Is that, or is that further down? I can't remember. But this is the main highway through here. You can sort of see it down through here, up through here. There you go. National Geographic portion completed. Triforce says, did you order the honeycomb rubber throttles as well? No, I haven't done that yet. What I'm going to do is, I'm a little bit in two minds around what I'm doing, except I'm pretty sure that this week, yeah, in a couple of days actually. Yeah, so the middle of next week, hopefully, middle to end of next week, I'm going to pick up my new monitor, which will allow me to record in 1440p. That's sort of the main thing, and also produce. It's a curved monitor, 27-inch, compared to my 1080p 23.9 inch or whatever they are. It will be way better. So I'm looking forward to that. I could spend twice as much and get a 4K, etc., but it's just, just don't need to do that at this point. And then at the same time, I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to add some storage space. I'm going to grab another SSD at the time that I do that. It's only a couple of hundred extra bucks, so I'll do that, and that gives me basically an extra terabyte of space to work with, which I don't need necessarily. I will do eventually, but not right now. But I thought I'd get it now, and then next month, that's when I think I'll look to get the updated yokes. I'll just see how I go. But I think that's what I'll probably do. Waiuru will be further down. Hey Jared, how you going, mate? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I thought that might. Yeah, I wasn't sure, but yep, that would make sense. Dex, it seems like light rain or flurries would be good options rather than just rain or snow. Something in between. Yeah, that's fair enough. People will probably mod that, by the way. But it sounds like it's not working at the moment. There goes Taupo Airport right there, everybody. That's actually one that I showed very early in my videos, MSFS videos. What do we got here? Alan says, I had issues with live weather, but it was to do with the Xbox Live update logging me out. Personally, I've found that live weather to be pretty accurate since I sorted that out. Okay, cool. Mantasar Al-Zajali, hey, how you doing? Welcome. Said, is there a way to speed up the flight? It's hard to lengthen real flight time, especially if you're going far away. Yes, you can definitely increase the flight. You can increase time. You can create time, or sorry, select time acceleration. And you can actually do it on OnAir too. There are a couple of hotkeys to allow you to do that. The thing with OnAir though is if you do it while you're on OnAir, it will definitely accelerate, no problem at all, but then you won't get paid, and everything resulting from it won't happen until the actual real time that you would have landed had you been in real time. That's just a thing to consider. But yeah, you can accelerate time. I don't do it because I find that on like you gotta, it doesn't, like in FSX it would show you on screen what acceleration time you were, whether it was 2, 4, 16x, 80x, whatever, but in this it doesn't. So you can easily go in reverse time, and as soon as you go in reverse time, the OnAir will cut your flight. So I learned that the hard way. Dax says same, but it's almost always bloody sunny here. There we go. Just for a bit of fun, yeah. Mahu says wait for 5th generation Ryzen if you're building new. No, I'm not building a new gaming rig. I just updated my rig a month ago, so no, I'm not looking for a new rig. I'm just looking for a new monitor, just so I can get something that's a bit better than these ones here, without spending like several $1,000s. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Dax talks about instantly transporting yourself. That is one way to do it. But if you actually got to fly a flight, yeah, that's one way to do it. Kelowna, yes, get in there. Dev mode, right? You could do. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I like to fly them in real time, even on EVS economy, which you can do in accelerator time. I still stick to real time on the 99.9% of my flights. Starting to get that nice lighting starting to kick in now as the sun starts to set. We're very temperate climate here, in other words rain. The geothermals, I would doubt that they would simulate. I'm not in the right position here, am I? Oh, they're over in here, right? In this sort of area. Hold on, let's look at this. Hold on. There's the entrance. You come across here, and you're up over here. They're sort of up. Whoa. They're sort of over this general area here, right? I didn't give a look. Oh, rattling way ahead of me now. Dax and Alan are reminiscing about the UK and Ireland. Love it. Dax says, I love having long haul all trimmed out, autopilot, just leave it on and watch TV for 3 hours on it in the background. Yeah, definitely. Well, I remember when I first started, I've done this, I haven't done this recently because I don't really fly long hauls anymore, but I remember when I was trying to build hours in a VA back in the day, like nearly 20 years ago now actually, I would like fly from, say, Auckland to San Francisco, and I would get my flight started, get up to cruise altitude, throw on autopilot, and then at night, and then wake up the next day and you'd be like a couple hours away and then go and land it. And so just it would be flying while I was asleep. So technically you're racking up hours, but you're not really, I suppose, flying as such. But you know, in the virtual world you can get away with that. Yeah, it looks like the landscape's here, no steam effects, yeah. Is that it down there? Is that what we're looking at right here, maybe? I'm not too sure. Or is that just houses? I'm not too sure. Starting to get some nice looking light in here, that's for sure. Oh, rattling's pulled back the throttle. But picking the right monitor is a tough thing, at least for me. I want a really immersive screen like a 49-inch, 5120 x 1440, but don't know yet. I'm afraid I don't get the target FPS. I don't get the target FPS with the RTX 3080. Yeah. So this is the thing. Like, I didn't specifically go out to get the 3080. I wanted to upgrade my rig for a couple of reasons. One is for the rendering speed of my videos and also the quality of my videos. My previous rig just wasn't good enough. It was outdated. But at the same time, when I went to upgrade it, the guys at the store said, look, if you want, you can get a 3080. And I thought, well, I might as well go for it. Even though I can't get the maximum out of it based on my monitors and all that sort of stuff, it somewhat future-proofs what I'm looking to do. So that's why I picked it up. And I know I'm not getting the most out of it. And I haven't optimized the sim for it or anything like that at this point. I will do it once I get the new monitor. But, yeah, that's the reason I did it. But, so yeah, so now I'm going to get a monitor so I can, and I'm not too worried, but I you know, because I think you can overthink it a bit. But basically what the advice I've been given from people who know what they're talking about is that I don't need 4K, particularly as a content creator, don't need 4K to do what I'm trying to do. And so that's sort of where I'm at with it. But anyway, I mean, I'm not an expert by any means, to be fair. 79 watching, 78 likes. Everyone in chat today are legends. Well done, everyone. Unfortunately, there's probably been... Oh, how many views overall have there been? Videos. Let's have a look here. Because people pop in and out all the time. So far, this may not be 100% accurate because it updates. About 700, no, 600 there or thereabouts. So that's been awesome. 700 people in and out. It's been pretty cool. Now we're talking about. Now we're getting some pretty cool graphics going on here, boys and girls. Nemesis Retro Gaming, welcome to the channel. I found a small glitch I haven't been able to fix. The skybox close to the horizon has gone greeny aqua color and colors bleeding into the air particles. Anyone know a fix? Haven't seen it myself. Haven't seen it. There's so many little glitches around. So yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. I definitely did that too, says Tree. You wanted 1 ms for a gaming monitor, nothing more, nothing less. Go to Australia. Can I give you my old GPU? It was a 1070 with my old GPU. I'd like to get an ultra wide monitor for the sim. Yeah, I've been looking at those too actually. They look pretty cool. Roy, g'day, how you doing? I'm running 1080p, that's all I'm running right here. That's all I can run at this point. But it will be changing soon. Okay, 24 nautical miles out here, everybody. Let's start thinking about what we're going to do. If we think about it, Rotorua probably does have its own ATIS. Oh, mate, what are you doing? Resume. Does probably have its own ATIS, I'd imagine, almost. No, it doesn't. What's the closest then? Probably Taupo should have its own ATIS. Automated weather, at least. Oh, hold on, 249.7 back. Oh, it looks like the weather's just staying consistent. Okay, so 249. Here we go, get rid of that. Okay, we can start to descend here, everybody. Let's just take a look. Get into the live operations map. Let's have a look at what we're up to here. So we are flying into Rotorua on the edge of the lake right there. What is happening here in terms of runways? Haven't flown in here for a while actually. I'm pretty sure it runs parallel, so we'll probably have to make almost a southerly approach. Oh no, we've got, what are we, 24, so we're 18 left. 18 or, yeah, exactly what I said. We're gonna, what is it, 240, so we're not going to get away with 360, so we'll have to come up here, downwind, and then land to the south is what we're looking to do, everybody. That works for me. Boom, how far away are we? 20 nautical miles. Let's get down to, say, 3,000 feet just for a start. A bit of, there we go. 1070 is good. Yeah, it's decent. It's fine. I mean, I was running this at pretty much high settings before I got this rig. Slightly less than high settings. We can't get it at 1 million the size you want and go smaller. Here we go. Crazy Crab. Just found this game. How much to get, and is it on Steam? Yeah, it's definitely on Steam, and I don't know what it costs. Maybe $60 US, somewhere around there. Welcome to the channel, by the way. Welcome. Good to have you. Dax's monitor 1080p high-end Samsungs. I'm looking to get the next upgrade. 32 4K curved smart, but they're 1200. That's the thing. I just don't think I'm going to go that much on the monitor. Real de Nova. 1 ms is nice, but it's not critical unless you play high-paced shooters. For sim games, get away with 5 ms, no problem. Let me find the monitor I'm looking at. I was trying to do this last night. What is the as we descend through the cloud, monitors. Go back. Desktop PC, no, peripherals, monitors. I'm pretty sure it's is it an Asus? We had this discussion exactly this time last night, everybody. Okay. It's not like it's not 4K. Is it the Gigabyte Curve or is it the Asus? I think it's the Gigabyte Curve. Or was it the Asus log strips? No, it's this one. Gigabyte 27. I think it's this one, yeah. Yeah, it's a 1 ms, definitely. 2560 times 1440. I'm pretty sure this is it. Is this curved? Yeah, Gigabyte. I'm pretty sure that's it. The Gigabyte G27QC. I think's the one I'm settling on. There or thereabouts. Yeah, you didn't see any of that, by the way, so you're welcome. That was really scintillating streaming right there. Everyone's talking amongst each other, so that's great. There we go. Everyone's answering the questions. It's the Asus. There we go. This game is beautiful. Yeah, it's awesome. There's no doubt. Right back, everyone. I'm back, everybody. I just double checked because I took a photo on my phone and went and looked at my phone, and yes, it's definitely the Asus. It's called this is a monitor I'm looking at getting right here. The guy explained why this was a good monitor. It looks $699, so it's not like top of the range by any means. It's curved, it's 27 inch. But he explained like the type it was. I think it's the VA. So I think like this VA. I think there's IPS, is it? Something like that. Anyway, so this is one. It's one MS, 250 times 1440. Anyway, so this is the one I'm looking to get here. From a content creation point of view, it works for me. Anyway, there's been so much advice out there. I tell you, it's hard to decide which one to go for. To be fair. Here we go, we're just scooting down to 3,000 feet. Grad's on 50 hours. Hold on, did it, what? Did it give me a thingy? Did it give me like a notification? I've done more than 50 hours, by the way. This thing pisses me off. It's not correct at all. On Steam, Look, 112 hours. I know that some of that's not flying, but I've not done 50. I've done more than 50. Doesn't really matter, to be fair. What's everyone saying here? Triforce, blah, blah, blah. Does someone play at 6,000? There we go. Thinking of VR. Tried it once, but made me feel sick, so not sure about VR. Red Flag Rick, welcome. Using IMAM, any way of getting fuel to a jet stranded on the airfield with no fuel? Yes, you can fly in containers, although it's going to take a lot of containers to fill up a jet. But at any FBO, by the way, you can just go in and go FBO. Let's just go NZAA, query database, and you can actually go ahead, and if you want to purchase fuel, you can buy it by the container. Oh, hold on, what's going on here? Let's go Rotorua instead. Let's not crash, eh? It's getting a bit bumpy out here, everybody. See, you can buy jet fuel containers and LR containers. You can buy containers of fuel and then get another flight to fly them to your location. That's the way to do it. Right, let's think about landing here, everybody. We're going to be downwind. Rotorua. Okay. Hi from France, the Blion. How are you going? I completely butchered that. Apologies for that. Welcome though. Good to see you. Dax said I would get that, but in a 32-inch. Yeah, I'll see if I can find one like that. But IPS is better for colours and VA is better for responsiveness. Yeah, I don't know from a technical point of view, but that was one of the types that was important. The guy that I spoke to in at Playtech there, he's a content creator also, and he explained about having the experience. He explained about the gaming experience that you're having as well as what your viewers are likely to get. And so for that particular one there, it's not top of the range. I will have to change on NVIDIA the contrast, or I can't remember what aspect he told me that I'd need to change. We'll need to look at the NVIDIA control panel, but we'll need to change a setting slightly to get the most out of it. Obviously the 1100, like the monitors that are twice as expensive are slightly better. But I think, you know, to not have to fork out massive amounts, it'll be good for me. I'm happy with that. Compared to what I'm, once again, it's all relative. So compared to what I'm running at the moment, here we go. Hold on here, everybody. Let's see. Let's go. Compared to what I'm running at the moment, it's far superior. It will allow me to put some pretty decent fits together. Here we go. We've got Rattling Jeans right behind me. Got a couple more over there. Kiwi Grandpa. Oh, we're actually flying a legitimate downwind leg this time. What are we saying? Last year I was playing. We've been there. IPS better. There we go. We've talked about that. Last I was playing 117 in the 19s. There we go. There we go. How many hours do I have on X-Plane 11? About I don't know. Not an amazing amount, like 500 or something. Not even that probably. It's not massive. Can we turn on rain? If you got the money, you can IPS panel with good response times. There we go. Yeah, I don't want to like go absolutely crazy from a cost point of view. So it's always that balance, you know. It's always that balance. Triforce. Sorry, hold on. Oh, these are all coming through quickly here. Roy, welcome. Says trying OnAir 7-day trial is very good. Gives me something to think about when flying in a purpose. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm hearing you. Welcome. Max, kia ora from Sydney. How you doing? Good to see you back. Nice to see you. Smelly Rotorua. That's us, mate. Alan says, Mace, any chance you could post when you plan to stream on Twitter or something? Be handy to know in advance so I can look. Yeah, mate, I'll try as much as possible. I'm trying to knock out that consistent streaming time on a Saturday morning my time, which is Friday night your time. But yeah, I'll definitely put it on the community tab on my YouTube channel is probably the best way to go. Okay, hold on, we need to go in here, everybody. Okay, so we'll pull the power back. Let's maintain. Hold on, did that go? It did. Okay, waiting for that. Waiting for the speed to bleed off. I am actually dropping altitude, which was not what I want to do, particularly here because I'm very low. Okay, first stage on. Let's start to roll out. Oh, this is feeling very wallowy. Let's actually turn. Might help. Okay, second stage on now. Just one. Whoa, what's happening here? Ah. There we go. Autopilot was on.
Wind 270 at 3 knots.
Let's not exceed the aircraft limitations. This is very, very sketchy right here, everybody. I'm just trying to trim this out. You start to roll again. That reflection off the lake is a little bit distracting, it'll be fair to say. I'm way too low, I got a feeling. It's okay, we can work on that. Last stage of flap on. Let's get some altitude here, everybody. Oh, look at my mixture. Come on, get your act together, mate. Okay, now we can set up. Looking to trim for about 75, there or thereabouts. Winds come from 248, so it's coming off our right hand side. A little bit fast here. Let's kill the throttle and lose some altitude after trying to gain it. Now we're trying to lose it. Very jumpy on these controls. A little bit fast. Let's pull it right off. That sounded awesome, didn't it? Way slow here. We'll aim her in. Throttle off is fine at this point. Aiming it in, maintaining. We're a little bit slow, really. 70's fine though. It's a little bit slow. We'll get away with this. Let's just continue. Whoa, that was a little bit heavier than I would have liked. Oh, we got a real jump to the right there. Flaps are off. Yeah, that was pretty average. It would be fair to say. We got away with it though. That's what I always say. Just going to roll this right out. Right down the centre line. If the centre line was in the middle of the right hand side of the runway. I'll roll this right out. We are low on fuel apparently. We might get stung for that. Okay, let's grab this. Let's throw our landing lights off. Let's just stop the aircraft, why not? Taxi, hold on. Taxi on, strobe off. There we go. Yeah, for flight sims you don't need a high refresh rate necessarily, yeah. But for other games. Alright. We are... Why is it showing light on the right tank? Did I not refill it correctly? This hasn't got it. Have I bumped this fuel switch, have I? No? I was going to say, that shouldn't be the case. Oh, it's on the right and the left. Oh, sorry. There we go. L and R. There we go. Okay. That makes sense, although I did have 50% in. And this was only around about an hour flight. Alright, we'll jump out and have a look. I'll check out all the comments in a minute, everybody. We'll just set that park and brake. Let's turn off the avionics. Nav can go off. Taxiing can go off. Everything off. Pitot can go. Let's pull the mixture.
Engine off time log. End of flight. Registered in OnAir
Great.
company.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom. And Rattling is with me. How you doing? Oh, it's looking pretty awesome out here, everybody. Great time of day for the sim. Tell you what, this is where it's at its absolute best, I reckon. Beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, alright, let's just review our flight right there. Should be pretty sweet. Then I'll go through these abusive comments that are no doubt going to be there after that terrible landing. Okay, we've got our comfort bonus, we've got our safety, and we got our aircraft handling, so that's great. Up by 0.23, which is almost the maximum you can expect with this sort of flight. And so we are good. So let's go okay. Let's check out our company. Okay, we've still rented this. See, the fuel's fine, so I'm not too sure what happened there. Let's go to our dashboard and just check out what's going on in our Thunder company. We've got a 1.5k company value. Considering we've got 2k bond in the bank for renting this aircraft, that's going to go up quite nicely. One employee, which is myself. 5 jobs have been completed. Let's have a look at the leaderboard here. What's happening in this world? Fly GAB is still 100% and winning by a decent margin. We are at 30.50. We've just got another 30 odd to go and we'll be right up there. That's going to be a few flights. Fairline is number 1 in terms of return on assets, 3.317. I'm 0.129. A long way to go. Outsource expenses, okay, I'm 0, so who cares? Current hours, 2.7. Fly to be free is 749.3 hours. So I've only got another 741-ish hours to go. Current hours, 4.9 versus 1187. Oh, this is cruise hours, by the way, sorry. This is total hours. Current value, mine is worth $1,480.41. That's $3,539,214,100.27. So, hey, I'm very close to breaking into the top 10 there. I'm only 409 million away. No, 410,328. Hold on. Yeah, 327,000. 410,327,000 away. It should be easy. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Done and dusted. What are you guys saying? Let me just cruise back up here. Sorry, and I'm sorry if I missed some of your comments here. There's been a lot. The best way is renting TBM 930 first, then a Cessna 28B, lot of money income. There we go, that makes sense. Triforce, you're talking to each other. That's great. Show the yoke. Just for you, I'm going to do it. Boom. There you go. I don't know. I always turn it off because then I can get to the switches. But yeah, I should have shown the yoke. What a magnificent view. Yeah, I totally agree, Triforce. Roy says they need to sort out the sensitivity issues. Yes, they're still a bit of a pain, but I'm starting to handle it a bit. Joseph is back, and we are all relieved. Welcome back, mate. I need my sunglasses, says Triforce. Yep, I do. Dax says you can always just ditch in the lake. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. These things will float completely fine. Triforce says keep it steady. And we're down, says Alan. When was my last drink? Oh, well, I've consistently been drinking throughout this entire thing, by the way, and about 3 hours beforehand. So there we go. Triforce says, nicely flown, Kiwi Air. Thank you. Appreciate it. You're talking to each other there, so I'll skip that one. The touchdown, however, didn't hurt my hemorrhoids, though. Dax is off to play Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer. You can find me via... There we go. Go and play it with him if you want to. Dax is a big supporter. Thank you so much, mate. Good to see you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And I'll respond to your email tomorrow, mate. So thank you so much. Joseph has put some emojis in there. I can't see what they are. Let me have a look. There's a cat in a box, it looks like. So that's good. You're talking amongst each other. Mechanical says, I'm down south down in the South Island on Air Thunder. Mad NZ is my company name. Nice. There you go. Get into it. Nice work. Fly to be free needs to get a real job. Is that one of these guys out here, is it? I don't know. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're talking about the leaderboard. That's right. Sorry, I'm so far behind. Nice. Another great stream, dude. Hey, thank you, Alan. See you next weekend. Yeah, hey, mate, I really appreciate it, mate. I hope it's going all well for you over there in the UK. Great to see you. Next time, land upside down. Every time, Mahu, you suggest that. I'm going to give that a go one day. Nicholas L, welcome. Thanks for taking us along, Kiwi. See you next time. Thank you. Thank you. Amir says hello. Welcome, mate. Welcome to the stream. A little bit late. We're about to take off. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Another stream. I hope you did enjoy it. Less technical issues this time, which was a bonus. Admittedly, though, those technical issues were caused by me. A lack of ability there. But it's really fun getting out here, flying some flights on OnAir. I'll look to do not just OnAir, but also FS Economy, Neo Fly, and a few others in the future. Also, I'll be looking to do other games also. But in the meantime, Flight Simulator is where it's at in terms of the stream. So I hope you did enjoy it. If you did enjoy it, please smash the like button down below. Subscribe if you are new. Costs nothing at all, except just a little bit of self-respect. But it's been a really enjoyable flight, a couple of flights and stream. So thank you so much. I appreciate your company. And Triforce says goodbye. Thank you. Roy says loved it. Thanks for all the work. Hey, no problem at all. I love it. I'd be flying anyway, and to share it with you guys is really awesome. So thank you so much. Thank you guys for taking the time. It's been awesome. So with that said, everybody, hey, thanks, Tim, mate. Well done. You joined me, so welcome. Welcome to Rotorua. Let's go and grab a pint together, eh? What do you think? Joseph, thank you. Thank you. And Alan, cheers all. Thank you, everybody. With that said, everybody, I'll call it a day or a night as it is over here. And, yeah, it was really fun. So thank you so much. We'll catch you later, everybody. See ya.